Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale, Bewa Radio Yendi, and in Kaligi FM Bole. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, flood waters carry away a mother and two children at Anim-Addo Peace Town in the South municipality during a heavy rainfall on Wednesday.
When
it was pouring heavily, we saw the mother and two children screaming for help while the water was carrying them away, but the rain was too heavy for us to rescue them.
Amidst the relentless downpour of the rainy season, a cloud of apprehension hangs heavy over residents residing near the banks of the Odoro River.
I heard, I think it's the tender. But I came from my room and I see there's plenty water. If you look around here, no one is staying here. No one is staying here. Everybody has gone.
We'll share with you stories of people who experience anguish every time it rains in business.
Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry cautions government against being overly excited about the 4.2% growth rate recorded in the first quarter of this year. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
Also, minority pushes for an immediate meeting between government and the IPPs to avert a domestic situation as they question the whereabouts of the €1 billion Eurobond approved for such payments.
I think that the finance minister should set up, invite the IPPs, engage them, and use the monies that we approved for the finance minister. We approved $1 billion as part of the Eurobond issuance in 2019.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay for details. Residents of Anim-Addo are on a frantic search for a mother and two children after they were carried away by flood waters following a heavy downfall in the Gasal municipality of the Greater Accra region. Several houses, including nurses' quarters to Anim-Addo Peace Town, have been flooded. A resident from Anim-Addo Peace Town, Ni Kwashon, indicated that majority of the residents have been brought to safety by the youth in the area, but a woman and two children are still missing. Ni Kwashon says they saw them being submerged.
When it was pouring heavily, we saw the mother and two children screaming for help while the water was carrying them away, but the rain was too heavy for us to rescue them.
Help me, son no moka.
So we couldn't help them. We have still not seen them.
And you heard a resident of Peace Town, Ni Kwashon, saying that they still cannot find a mother and two children who have been carried away by flood waters. Amidst the relentless downpour of the rainy season, a cloud of apprehension hangs heavy over residents residing near the banks of the Odoro River. In our latest episodes of Floods of Trauma, we visit 5 different individuals who have separate stories. Like a recurring nightmare, the fear of the rainy season grips their hearts as they bear witness to the rising waters that threaten to consume their homes and belongings. My colleague Michael Ashali has more on the following story.
In Adabraka, a community very close to the Odona River, and this household right here has a peculiar relationship with floods. This wall that I sit on is arguably the only surviving one because the others have all given way to the force of the floods. They have all tumbled down. And the residents share their story, at least the few remaining ones. In Adabraka, we met 2 brothers, Kofi KK and Daniel Asiedu. Their house now floods after every heavy downpour. More recently, the force of the water collapsed their walls.
Last year, the flood came. And it came around 2:25 p.m. or a.m. Yeah, but I heard at once, and I realized what is happening. I think it's the tender, but I I came from my room and I see there's plenty water. By the moment I'm trying to come outside and I see my wall has fell down at once. Boom! This is the wall. You can see the wall. This is the wall. If you look around here, no one is staying here. No one is staying here. No one. Everybody has gone.
Michael Ashale's report. Now, the minority on the Mines and Energy Committee is pushing for an immediate meeting between government and independent power producers to avert a blackout. The IPPs are threatening to go off the national grid if government fails to pay 30% of debt owed its members before June 30. Currently, government owes them over $1.4 million out of a $2 billion energy sector debt. Speaking to Joy News ranking member on the Mines and Energy Committee, John Jenapor questioned why government has delayed in settling the areas when Parliament had approved €1 billion Eurobond for such payments.
I think that the finance minister should set up, invite the IPPs, engage them, and use the monies that we approved for the finance minister. We approved $1 billion as part of the Eurobond issuance in 2019 to refinance these IPPs and their debt structure. Government has since taken that money. We don't know where that money is. All attempts to get a finance minister to tell us where the money is has fallen on deaf ears. So clearly, I think that the finance minister and government can do something.
Our CEO of the Chamber of IPPs, Elikplim Akpetobo, says government has still not engaged its members and despite their threats.
We had our board meeting yesterday represented by all the IPPs, and none of them mentioned any form of engagement because we heard of a news story from Joy FM that was called and played before all of us, and everyone denied any form of engagement. And we have all undertaken to stand by the cause, the collective cause of the chamber.
Now to Tech Thursday. Efficient farm equipment is crucial in sustaining agriculture. More so, tools capable of executing several tasks at the same time can make farming enjoyable. The students of Obuasi Senior High Technical School have been able to build a solar-powered electric farm solution capable of spraying, weeding and checking soil temperature and moisture at the same time. Love FM's Kwesi Deborah has more.
The machine, which can be controlled manually and remotely, consists of a solar panel, a mower, a Bluetooth device for connecting to nearby mobile devices, among others.
There are basically 3 of them. One for digging through the soil, another for turning up and down the soil, and another for cutting. This particular device is used for weeding and spraying pesticides and fertilizers onto the crops. The beautiful thing about this project is that it can be controlled both manually and remotely. This is the second part of our project work, which is able to irrigate automatically, determine weather condition, and also turn on alarm to scare intruders from the farm. Another good thing about this aspect of project is that all data gathered by the device is sent via Bluetooth to the farmer's mobile phone. This helps the farmer to make decisions and also manage the farm very well. We chose Bluetooth over Wi-Fi because you need not to pay for internet service.
Reporting for Joy News, Kwesi Deborah.
Away from Tech Thursday to the National Science and Math Quiz, an unbroken determination to move from deficit to dominance. That's the story of contestants of Tolon Senior High School who made a historic win for their school after beating Kumbungo Senior High School and Dagbon State Senior High Technical School to qualify to the national tournament for the first time. Emmanuel Bright Kweku reports from Tamale.
One of the contestants in tears. What is going through your mind at the moment?
I'm very, very grateful. I'm mighty excited, and I want to say a very, very big thank you to Tolon Senior High School for what they have contributed into my life.
Even though they've qualified, but it's all tears over here. They are making history for their school. They've qualified for the very first time to the nationals since 1992. That's since the establishment of the school. I can see you are teary, but there's a bit of joy within you. How do you feel at the moment?
Yes, I'm very happy for this.
Actually, I'm short of words in the first place, but I can say there is nothing impossible with God. With God, all things are possible.
The battle was fought by past people. We suffered a lot for that, and we never thought we could make it for Tolon Senior High School. We never believed at the first and the second round that we could do anything. And the school leading was with 5 points. With from -5 to 8 points was something grateful.
I'm feeling some chills around me.
I thought we were getting negative throughout, so I was like, let me just give up. But I said, let me keep trying because there is a next round coming, and actually we truly come to it.
Well, congratulations to Toulon Senior High School. That's bringing us to the end of this morning's bulletin. In our top story, floodwaters carry away a mother and 2 children at Amalfrom Peace Town, the Gasal municipality, during a heavy downpour on Wednesday. I'm Mami Sinyamche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
See that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Bobo, so how's your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you. Can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz. And he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battles during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepare for it, ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start your journey to your envisaged quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504 368 048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Your life is about to get better with great savings. Get the best appliances you can ever find and save big with the Samsung Super Sale happening now in all CompuGhana showrooms nationwide. From now to this Sunday, enjoy up to 40% discount on any Samsung home appliance you buy. Visit any CompuGhana showroom or shop online at www.compughana.com now. For enquiries, call 030-275-2020.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowrie, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowrie every day. Download Cowrie from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no D. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
You worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Akwafu.
Hey, morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. God is taking care of his children.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's the reason we have life this morning. And so, we have to be grateful to God Almighty. We're told the economy is doing well in the first quarter.
4.2% growth. A shocker, isn't it?
Well, not really. Not really. And a few things happening. We'll see.
Because 4.2% is very significant.
It is.
Very, very significant.
We've been looking at projected GDP growth about 2.8 or so. So it's 4.2.
But the issue is with industry contracting 3.2% first quarter.
Yes, so that's where the issue is, and that's where the focus should be.
Yeah.
You see, we could be growing, but you ask yourself, are we growing, within the right sectors of the economy?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where we should have the conversation.
Yeah.
But I know that for now we won't have that conversation, because the first thing we're going to do is to
talk about land or what?
No. The first thing we start talking about is the fact that we told you the economy is doing well. The economy is doing well.
Oh,
we're managing the economy. We're getting out of it. Then if anything happens, we say, because of Russia, Ukraine, we go back and forth in this country. But the most important thing is that yes, the economy must do well. If the economy, grows, if it does well, all of us would benefit.
Yeah.
And so, look, let nobody deceive you. Nobody would wish that the economy doesn't grow. Because even if you're an opposition man, if the economy is bad and you take over, you would struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But today we're talking about lands.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Look, yesterday we started this conversation, Darrell, and I was shocked how some of these persons are actually known, these land guards. Known everywhere, but still nothing being done about it.
There's a major criminal there called Black. Black, who is located in Galilea, Manhiame. Old gangster and police chief, if you are listening to me. And then Red Moro at Tomofa.
And they're well connected.
Very well connected. So somebody told me something yesterday. He says, look, who are the people behind these guys?
Yeah.
And you heard Kwesinin yesterday, he said this, there's some actors within the state support them, and that's the reason they feel very comfortable in doing the things that they do. But this morning we want you to ask your questions. Yesterday you didn't get a chance to ask your questions. We'll continue. We'll look at how we can solve them. But also, yesterday I learned something, Darrell. The fact that today we're no longer having, what you call, these land guards just walking around and, guarding lands, and no. Some have begun selling lands themselves.
Oh
yes. So there are chief land guards now who actually wear the best of clothes. They wear the best suits, wear the best shoes, live in the best houses, drive the best cars. So when you go to them and they tell you, I've got this land here, you would never doubt it. But when they sell that land to you, they're going to use force to help you build your house. But if the other person goes to court, you will lose. Like Fentio's story yesterday.
Yeah, I heard him talk about it.
So how do we deal with all of these these things? And of course, what are your peculiar situations? So be activating the phone lines very early in the conversation so we answer as many of your questions as possible. You don't want to miss any bit of the show this morning. I can see the surprise on your face, but that's become our reality. Anyway, let's get into the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Coming up this morning, Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry cautions government against being overly excited about the 4.2% growth rate recorded in the first quarter of this year. Meanwhile, first quarter GDP numbers back claims that the economy is showing signs of recovery after it recorded highest growth rate post-COVID-19. But is this sustainable? Plus, Public Interest and Accountability Committee advises government to promote a very business-friendly regulatory environment in the oil fields to attract foreign investors. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us this morning. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is urging government to focus on the industrial sector, particularly manufacturing, to grow a sustainable economy that will lead to job creation. It is therefore cautioning the government against being overly excited about the 4.2% growth rate recorded in the first quarter of this year. The expansion of the economy in the first 3 months of the year beat most analysts' estimates, though the industrial sector contracted by 3.2%. Chief Executive Mark Bedu-Abuaje is challenging the government to make a conscious effort to drive growth, particularly in the manufacturing subsector.
But let me say that much as we have recorded a growth, I don't think it's a growth that we should be overly excited. The reason being that we need to ask ourselves where the growth are coming and whether this growth is inclusive and is going to engender job creation. If you look at the sectors that actually cause the growth, these are public administration and defense, health and social work, education, and of course information and communication. But the one sectors that will drive the economy, that will make the economy resilient, that will give us a broad-based growth and create jobs, are the ones that are contracted. If you look at construction, in our economy, construction is key. So anytime construction is contracting or declining, it means that there's something fundamentally wrong.
You heard Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedu-Abuaje. So there are strong indications that the economy is showing signs of recovery. According to data from the Ghana Statistical Service, the economy showed signs of recovery as it recorded the highest growth rate post-COVID-19. But is this sustainable? George Affe has more.
First is the fact that the growth recorded is the highest since the second quarter of last year. The Ghana Statistical Service data also showed that when you look at the quarter-on-quarter numbers, there has been some strong economic activities during that period for the whole of last year. Joy Business checks have also revealed that the public administration, defense, social security, and education, which drove the growth, wasn't just about government's expenditure in terms of salary payments, but there were some jobs that were created as well. The agri sector has also been consistently posting strong growth numbers over the last 2 years. But there are some who don't want to be carried away by these estimates as they still question the sustainability of these growth numbers. They've also argued that the sectors like manufacturing, we should be posting some strong encouraging numbers to give us some hope, so most activities in that area contract. The IMF in its recent staff visit noted that the economy is showing signs of recovery, and as the first quarter GDP estimates really back that claim, or maybe time will tell whether these numbers are indeed sustainable.
Georgia Phil with that report. Now, Ghana is making a strong case to host the third international market for cocoa trading, the African Cocoa Exchange, based on the country's contribution to the cocoa industry globally. Now, Ghana is competing with Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire to host this platform, which will be the first in Africa to be used for the trading of cocoa. Here's Chief Executive of Cocoa Board, Joseph Anim-Addo.
Is between Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon. One of these countries is going to host. And if you are hosting an exchange commodity, you know the benefits that accrue in terms of pricing, in terms of the entire value chain progress, because it's not just going to be the hedging and then the speculation and then the exchange of fiscal as well as futures, but it's also going to do with warehousing and then the movement of these commodities, the fiscal movement of these commodities within the host country. It also have to do with financing. So it's going to raise a lot of funds into the host country for the trading to go on. And I want to believe that if Ghana is lucky to have this platform, I want to assure you that it will greatly ginger our economy locally and also create a lot of businesses and jobs for our country.
Was Chief Executive of Cocoa Board Joseph Anim-Addo. The Public Interest and Accountability Committee (PIAC) is advising government to promote a very business-friendly regulatory environment in the oil field to attract foreign firms. According to PIAC, the unitization case between Italian firm ENI and Ghanaian firm Springfield, in which Springfield appears to have been favored, did not go down well with foreign investors. Speaking to Joy Business, technical manager at PIAC, Mark Ajiman, said government must ensure a level playing field, else the foreign investors who have the capacity to explore and produce oil will not be interested in exploring in Ghana.
There should be seen to be a business-friendly, harmonized regulatory environment coming from a single point, which is the regulator. The ministry could come in if there are some disagreements to more like bring to bear, more like a mediation process. But then the ministry should not be seen kind of controlling affairs and taking a hardened position. That's when it happens to deter investors. And don't forget that these people, they talk among themselves. So if you do that, it sends signals out there, and it also affects the share prices of these companies in the stock market. You understand? Because the shares are valued based on your reserves. Yes, we are all trying to more like promote local companies, but then you don't do it to the detriment of a legitimate foreign company that has been in operation in your country for all this number of years.
Mark Ajiman is technical manager at PIAC. Government has reiterated its commitment to deepen efforts in increasing renewable energy penetration. According to Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Herbert Krapper, the ministry is developing a nuclear energy plan to transform the sector. He spoke at the launch of the Africa Energy Technology Conference.
We are on a pathway toward transforming the global energy sector from fossil-based fuel to zero carbon by 2070. We have achieved a 2.4% renewable energy penetration. We have achieved a 95% conversion of thermal plants from liquid fuels to natural gas. We have developed a renewable energy master plan. We are developing a nuclear power program. We are distributing improved cook stoves. We are adopting e-mobility, and we are replacing kerosene lanterns with solar lanterns. Clean energy transition holds new promise for Africa's socio-economic development.
Herbert Krapper is Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry. The Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana is calling for more dialogue to bridge the gap between academia and industry. The institute says information technology can be leveraged to explore various opportunities for young entrepreneurs. Speaking to Joy Business, Executive Director David Gow said exploring solutions to adopt innovative entrepreneurship programs will increase employment. Listen to him speak at the third edition of the Tech Entrepreneurs Forum.
The government is trying to digitize everything, but we also have small businesses that are struggling when it comes to understanding the kind of tech solutions and products that they need to use to improve their businesses. Academia involved can help our young students to really understand the needs of industry and develop solutions that can help industry.
David Gow is Executive Director of the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana. How can pyramid schemes be used to scam unsuspecting investors? Well, on today's edition of Investor Eye, we'll share with you how some people can use pyramid schemes to deceive investors and take their monies. Emmanuel Mensah is Director in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission.
With the pyramid, they ask the investors themselves to go out and scout for more people to come into the investment. So you bring 5 people, I bring 5 people. If 20 of us bring 5 people, they have 100 new people in their system to scout.
All right, and do make a date next week, Tuesday, for another episode of Investor Eye. Let's turn to the markets for you. The commodity market this morning. Crude oil is selling at $76 a barrel. Gold trading at $1,929 an ounce after losing almost $3. Cocoa oil again $26 from yesterday's trading is selling at $3,237 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 75 pesos. That's on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis and the euro selling at 12 cedis 73 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. Winston is here with more of the Super Morning Show.
Yeah, thank you, Daryl. And so the city looks like is stabilized against the dollar.
Well, you could say so, but over the past 2 weeks is lost a few pesos to the dollar. But it's, let's say, mixed performance of late.
And let's say what we want is an appreciation of the Ghana city.
If you like.
Well, of course, that's what we want, really. I mean, man, Charlie, 11.75, it's a lot of money, eh? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much, Daryl. And our inspirational song for today brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's God Did. God Did. Okay, so that's DJ Khaled featuring a host of others, including Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z. And that's our inspirational song for today. Daryl, you chose that one? I'm not sure.
No.
Have a lovely, lovely day.
Mbura did.
Okay, the team did. The team at the back. Anyway.
Everybody is distancing themselves from this song.
Hold on a second. It's not time for
We the best music.
Joseph will be in court later in the day. He'll tell us what's been happening in court also this morning. But let's get into our Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So, it's been raining these days, so please be careful on the road. And once it starts raining, it's very, very important to reduce your air condition and turn on the heating in your vehicle, okay? So that you could actually enhance your ability to see or enhance visibility. And that's how you drive safe. Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Ghana Bank. Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say be done. I say I do.
I saw a sign somewhere that made me think. It said, "Don't swim after taking a heavy diet." This is actually quite common, people using diet as a synonym for meal. But the thing is, diet does not mean meal. A diet is a special course of food that a person restricts themselves to, usually for health reasons or to lose weight. A meal, on the other hand, is an occasion when food is eaten. It can also refer to the food that is served on such an occasion. So, in conclusion, a meal is not a diet, and a diet is not a meal. And now I'm hungry. Oh, focus, Kojo.
And that's how you say it, right? But the times are hard, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash, whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or that building project. Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatiso Loans Promo. SG Ghana is offering you discounted interest rate on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 networked outlets or simply call 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. And Kingdom Books and Station Limited says, look, you don't have to walk to any of their stores anymore. Just log on to kingdomstoreonline.com and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Time now for the newspaper review, brought to us by First Atlantic Bank. Refreshingly different.
Right, so let's start with the daily graphic. The banner headline, 40,000 barrels of boost oil production. Talu partners now drill over 100,000 per day. That's some good news, meaning more revenue for the state. And of course, more money coming in as well. So High Court rules on Kwesi's trial timelines tomorrow as to whether the trial will go on a daily basis or Kwesi will be allowed to undertake a national assignment as was espoused by his lawyers in court.
Yes, his lawyers insist that it's a national assignment that he's undertaking.
I want him to be MP.
Yes, Chachikata demonstrated that by making reference to the constitution that allows a person to contest election, and made a point that the Supreme Court in the election petition of 2012 made a point about how important making yourself available to contest an election is. But the Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah-Dame disagreed and said that the fact that you have the right to contest does not mean that you are under a duty to contest. And so he said, what will it mean to a farmer? Would a farmer now also come and say that I have to go and harvest my crops, so I should be given time? He said, what would it mean to a teacher? I have to go and teach my students writing exams, so if I'm being prosecuted, I should be given enough time. He said, what signals would this particular thing send to other people who are being treated in different forms in the court and not being allowed such leeway? But the court, in terms of the decision that it reached eventually, he's been excused from Friday's proceedings. That is when the court will be delivering its ruling on that day. And so it will mean that even on Friday, if the court comes to the conclusion that the trial should continue, already the dates that it had set for itself have already passed already. It was supposed to be 20th, 21st, and 23rd.
Yeah.
So it will mean that the court at best could take a date on Monday. And so it means effectively that Mr. Kwesi has the opportunity from yesterday all through to Sunday to at least go around and campaign.
Let me find out this. Has the court ever sat on national election days, like 7th December?
I'm not aware of. Mostly when cases are around that time, they are dealt with just before the election.
Okay. So
in fact, the AG actually made a point that even on election day, that is on Tuesday, in the event there was supposed to be a court hearing and Kwesi had to go and vote.
Yes.
He said in that instance he agrees perfectly that he ought to be allowed.
I was coming there. So it means that he can actually, go and vote on that day since he's from that place. So it means he won't. From the AG's own analysis, it means that I beg your pardon. It means that he will not be, there on Tuesday, but he could be there on Monday if the judge feels that,
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I mean, all sides. I mean, at least for now, Mr. Kwesi's lawyers, they seem satisfied because of the arrangement, especially because he doesn't have to come on Friday because he's campaigning in Asin and the trial is here in Accra.
I mean, I saw a minister yesterday who told me he was going to Asin North, and I was surprised. Looks like a lot of people are going.
He's going to campaign for.
Oh yes, he's going to campaign. A lot of things are happening in Asin North.
But people are not talking about Charles Opoku. I guess he's the MPP's candidate. I mean, the news is virtually always around.
Yeah, because this man is in courts, and the implications of the decision of the courts may have far-reaching consequences for him in terms of his life and his freedom and everything. So the reason that he's in court himself is quite prominent, and I'm sure that's the reason why there's so much attention on him, and that gives the MPP candidate the opportunity to campaign clearly from what is happening.
And you see, when you have a swing seat, I mean, let's be very honest. When you have a swing seat and you're going into a campaign at this time with a sitting government, it's very difficult for the opposition party to win it. When you have a swing seat, and you're going into, I mean, and the other point is that this is a seat that Akufo-Addo won, but the MPP candidate lost. Yeah. And the MPP candidate lost because there were issues with the NPP's candidates.
Right.
Anim-Addo. There were issues with her. And you remember on State of Play, the last time I said, if the NPP brings the same candidate, they will just kiss this election goodbye. They changed the candidate, brought somebody from the same area as James Kwesi, which is the Florida, split it, and then get all other areas. And you've seen Anim-Addo on the campaign grounds urging her people to support Charles Opoku, because if they do it for Charles, they've done it for her. It will be very difficult for the NDC to win this.
Well, for some, this is a referendum on the performance of the MPP and also whether the NDC is attractive enough to win the 2024 election. So the outcome of Tuesday's parliamentary by-election will have significant impacts on both parties, depending on how it will turn out.
I have not been to the area. I don't know to what extent this narrative that is being pushed at the national level about how James Kwesi has been forced out, the impression that some injustice is being meted out to him. I don't know how that is playing out in the constituency itself, and whether it will even have any influence on voters. At least when they come here to Accra, some of the supporters came in here. They said, we want James Kwesi. They're holding those placards, among other things. I do not know whether... And I've listened to the former president, John Mahama, on a campaign there. I mean, he makes the point that James Kwesi will never be jailed in Ghana here. He's not going to prison. He's going to win the election. That is the narrative that the NDC is also pushing as well. That this is the person you voted for, and he's been forced out. So just bring him back to us.
But you see, the thing about elections is that... Now, first of all, you wouldn't have everybody agreeing with you when it comes to an election. When it comes to parliamentary elections, also where people come from will play a role. And it's the reason you've seen that when we talk about this whole scatter and blast thing, scatter and blast, because there are instances, and let me tell you something. In the 2020 elections, the NDC's parliamentary candidates had more votes than John Mahama.
Yeah.
Nana Akufo-Addo had 200,000 more votes than his parliamentary candidates. So you can see here that it's not a wholesale that once you support a party, sometimes it's the individual. Sometimes you may like the opposition candidates, okay? Sometimes you may also not like the governing party's candidate, so you say, I am not going to vote for that person. So it's a difficult situation. Of course, the sympathy could work, and the NDC has been pushing that sympathy. But I disagree with by-elections being used as a referendum. Because, Robert Missouri, the Tungulana, if I got the pronunciation right, when he beat, what's his name, John Tia in the 2012 elections and subsequently became a chief, BT Baba went there and the NDC won. They were in government. But of course, that seat traditionally had been an NDC seat until that happened. But look, the NDC won and still lost the election. My point is that governing parties can actually win elections. And as Kechi Duku has shown in his research, governing parties most of the time would win elections. But in the main election, they lose those seats. They have the resources. And you can see it in Asin North. They are there. They're campaigning. Everybody's there. Anyway, we'll have that conversation in detail on Tuesday. Let's continue.
So other stories making the headlines in the graphic. Constitutional Review, Chiefs demand more powers. After Exim Bank Springfield signs $750 million loan agreement, Charles BCU arrested, granted bail by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. There's a story that attracted me. Africa World's Terrorism Hotspot. That's according to the counter-terrorism expert. That Africa is now the world's terrorism hotspot, with half of the victims killed last year in sub-Saharan Africa, though Al-Qaeda and Islamic State of affiliates remain widespread, persistent and active elsewhere around the globe. And the middle page of the paper, where it talks about the chief demanding more powers from the Constitution, High Court rules on question trial timelines tomorrow. MPP presidential elections coming up in November, 3 more file nomination forms to contest the elections. Middle page has some presidential award for Tablet Teaching Hospital. The back page, 97 animals die from anthrax in the Upper East region.
So I'm told that the chief's title is Tong Dana. So, yeah. Tong Rana. Okay, so Tong Rana. Okay, so I knew that I probably may be butchering that, so it's good I've been corrected. Let's continue,
Also,
Joseph.
you have to go and
slaughter some
good
cow.
The front page of the Daily Guide now, it says Kennedy shakes NPP in flag bearer race. Ghana Link grants OSP ICUM's platform access, and minority attacks Baumia also on the front page. Maintain free SHS at all cost, and Charles BCU granted SP arrest Charles BCU and grants bail. The backstory has that one that we were talking about and looking forward to yesterday. Jan quits football, GFA pledges support. Quite an illustrious career coming to an end. The minister gives Midiema 47k cedis. Yeah, that's my team. The best team in Ghana.
47 what? K series?
For what?
Oh, for winning the league.
Which minister gave them?
47.
The Western Regional Minister. The Western Regional Minister.
Okay, that's not bad.
He has pledged to support them with 47,000 cedis for their future. Why 47? Not 50 or?
Yeah, I mean 3,000 short of 47. What is that? what kind of donation is that? Make it 50 per
No. But if the minister has 47,000, that's what he will give. You're expecting him to make it 50,000. Because if you use low or high estimates, still it gets to 50,000.
Yeah.
So if you have 47,000, you just add
or maybe
30,000.
45.
45.
Yeah, it's. But anyways,
is that somebody giving you money for his pocket? It will not count. You just take the money from him and give it to you. Go and count. It's like 82 CDs, 91 CDs.
If you are not like, you get some coins on top.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know. My team will be contesting in that.
But I knew that you were supporting Asante Kotoko.
No, it's normal. It's normal.
It's normal.
You can be in. It's like you are in Accra. Maybe your traditional team is maybe Olympics, or maybe you like some other team. So it will not be Hasselfolk, but maybe you like some other team. It's the same thing. I support Kotoko fully, but Midiema, say Midiema.
Oh yes,
Midiema is Midiema.
Midiema is Midiema. All of us will support Midiema.
No, you don't.
Western region. Western region.
But where are they now?
Oh, they are back in the Premiership after 16 years in opposition.
Oh,
so that's your team too.
Yeah, but Talo Bofwakwa.
Interesting.
Anyway, I as a son of the Western region, you support Midiema. It's very necessary, and Karela United, all the teams from the Western region, because as for second 11 wise, and Sekendi Hazakes. They have failed the region. Anyway, let's get it to the business finder for today. Afri-Azim Bank, Springfield signed $750 million credit facility. That's a big boost for Ghanaian ownership of oil and gas sector. First quarter real GDP increases by 4.2%. Ghana Statistical Service. Now, 3 cocoa producers discuss African cocoa pricing body. We've been at this for a very long time. I don't know how we're going to achieve that, but really, today, one of the major byproducts of cocoa is chocolate. The chocolate hub is not in Africa. And the problem is that we have consistently done the same things. And today we'll start another rhetoric. We would no longer export our resources in the raw form. We will start that, and it becomes another slogan for us. What at all is preventing us to realize? You see, the things that we learned in school. Once upon a time, I was doing an MSc at the Institute of Local Government Studies. So we asked, all the things that you're teaching us, don't our leaders know?
Oh, you've gone too far. Me, what you said right now, I read it in the Flamingo series.
Yes.
The social studies series in primary school.
And these are things that they
adding
actually
value to raw products.
Yes. They're the ones who give us these books to read. And you read them. Look, movement, we learn. Movement is part of commodity flow. Every commodity will move at some point in time. The question is, how do they move? They will move either by road, by rail, by sea, or by air. We know these things. So what do? You give them good roads so they can transport the goods or the products to the market centers. And that would even lead to a boost in the services sector. We will be there. We will let them, tomatoes will get rotten in the farms, and then we will complain that we are hungry. What sort of a people are we? And once you start talking, people say, why are you discussing these things? Because as for us, one of the things we love so much in this country is always to sing the praise of governments.
We have a difficult road ahead. This term we need to change the structure of our economy. I heard it. We've been talking about it since.
I remember
even 2016, way back. Even before when we adopted the 1992 Constitution, it's always been the structural adjustment program. Everything has been. The reality is that we've not changed the structure of our economy. And I remember in 2017 when Akufo-Addo came, that was one of the mantra. He went to Cote d'Ivoire to have a discussion with the Ivorian president about this very matter. They made some inroads. They adopted an extra $400 per ton for the cocoa farmer. But the ultimate aim was to now look at adding value to our cocoa, because the cocoa industry alone, those who add value to it, is about $100 billion industry.
Yeah.
We, the producers, get peanuts in terms of the revenue that come to us. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire combined, we are the powerhouse in terms of the production. Yet we are not united in our push to gain more from this.
Let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, and Goil Good Energy. So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? No, don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goil's Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Goil Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel. And Goil Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle with over 440 stations across the nations. Join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goil Good Energy, Goil, team. And myjoyonline.com this morning, Jachikwesin case, heated exchanges ensue as Chikata and Dami clash in court. And Kennedy Japan files nomination for NPP flag bearership race. That's also on myjoyonline.com. And you have no unique vision for Ghanaians. Minority in Parliament, replies Dr. Baumia. Let's get to citynewsroom.com this morning. And it says, BOG telcos join forces to curb illegal loan apps. And on CNN this morning, it says 31 dead after gas explosion at barbecue restaurant in China. Sad one. Let's now go for the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Shit, wahala no get breaks so. What is it? Some customers have left. Their mobile money payment didn't come. What?
Avoid such payment issues with BluePay. BluePay lets you easily receive payments on your mobile device with no e-levy charges. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. The customer will receive the BluePay prompt to confirm with their PIN instantly. Customers can also pay with bank cards using the BluePay POS device. Call or WhatsApp 054-7220-200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register and get BluePay for your business today. BluePay, never miss a sale.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
This is a bank, First Atlantic Bank, a shiny purple star to brighten up my day. First Atlantic Bank, professionally different services all day long. First Atlantic Bank, and it feels so cool. I know this is where I belong. Come on, everybody, this is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank. Follow me, let's go now. Let's go, let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank.
First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
It's The Inquiry. This is the BBC World Service.
Rerent sponsors La Bianca, GDC, Henley and Partners, Legacy Institute of Family Business, KED Wealth. This event is powered by Ravens Consulting GH.
For Pepsodent, smiles are one of the most important things we have. The problem is, globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Pepsodent, with maximum cavity protection, helps to prevent the formation of cavities. Pepsodent, because every smile matters. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Your life is about to get better with great savings. Get the best appliances you can ever find and save big with the Samsung Super Sale happening now in all CompuGhana showrooms nationwide. From now to this Sunday, enjoy up to 40% discount on any Samsung home appliance you buy. Visit any CompuGhana showroom or shop online at www.compughana.com now. For enquiries, call 030-275-2020.
Purchase any of these vehicles within the promo period and enjoy an irresistible price discount, 1 year free comprehensive vehicle insurance coverage, 1 year free home insurance cover, 1 year free service, free starter fuel. But hey, terms and conditions do apply. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Kumasi, Tema, Tamale, Takwa, Takrady, or call 0302 910 204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality. So IAS Ghana Limited, or FedEx Ghana, wishes to caution the general public against online scammers on Facebook, Instagram, who befriend people and promise to send them iPhones, MacBooks, AirPods, and other electronic items, and sometimes foreign currencies. There's always a syndicate between the person promising to send you these items and another person who will later call to inform you about the arrival of your items. FedEx does not ask customers to make payments for codes to be generated. Please avoid calls where the imposter tries to pressurize you to pay a certain amount as duties and taxes or delivery fee. Also avoid searching for FedEx Ghana's customer care lines on search engines. Please contact our customer care team on 0501 605,000 or 0501 631,000 for confirmation if you suspect a call from any person claiming to be calling from FedEx is questionable. Email us on info@iasghana.com. So we are in a digital era where money is carried on bank cards and mobile phones. And so as a business owner, you need a trusted payment solution to help you collect your money without any hassle. Well, BluePay has made this simple. You can accept Momo and card payments from your customers instantly across all networks effortlessly. You only dial their phone number and the amount they owe, and they'll receive the BluePay prompt on their phones to either to enter their PIN. Now what you would do? Or your customers can tap or slot their bank cards into your BluePay POS, enter their PIN. Now what you would do? No need for customers to display their balance on their phone anymore as proof of payment. Why would you want to do that? Look, say goodbye to the limitations of cash-only transactions. Join the BluePay family today to manage your business with ease. Simply call or WhatsApp us now on 0547 220 200. Visit our website at bluepay.com.gh to ensure you never miss a sale. And blue is spelled BLU. And are you constantly on the move with no money to spare? Fidelity Bank understands your need for quick and convenient banking that fits into your busy lifestyle with over 7,000 Fidelity agency banking points nationwide, including convenient locations like Melcom stores at North Kanesha Industrial Area, Achimota and Frafraha, post offices, and even fuel stations. You have a multitude of options to access essential banking services effortlessly. So whether you need to apply for a loan, deposit a check, request a statement, make interbank transfers, load prepaid cards, secure bank assurance, or even pay your school fees or purchase ECG prepaid card, we've got you covered. Fidelity Agency Banking is here to serve everyone, so don't miss out on the convenience we provide. Visit any of our Agent Plus points today. Use the Agent Locator feature on the Fidelity mobile app to locate the nearest Fidelity agent. Fidelity Agency Banking, we day everywhere. Call 0593837146 to find out how you can sign up as an agent. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. And are you contemplating what program to enroll in for your master's degree? We're back to invite applicants to our prestigious university. The University of Ghana Law School is giving you a unique opportunity to broaden your horizon. We're inviting all professionals and students to enroll in 19 Master of Arts and Master of Law LLM programs for the 2023-2024 academic year. Now, the aim of the MA or the LLM program is to provide individuals with or without a previous background in law with legal knowledge and skills to enrich their portfolio while adding value to their profession. And you don't need a first degree in law to enroll for the MA programs. For program and application details, kindly visit the school's website, law.ug.edu.gh /masters or call 0531282413 or 0531330203 or 0203198444 or 0244759997. University of Ghana School of Law, the best place to be. And You know that a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That is why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74% even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz keep your engine younger for longer. And it's now time for Nutrition Line, brought to us by Nestle, and Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line, the radio show that helps you make informed choices about your health and well-being. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa. Today we're going to talk about how food standards protect consumers. This is another key message of World Food Safety Day 2023. Food standards are the rules and regulations that ensure the safety, quality, and nutrition of the food we eat. Food standards are enforced in Ghana by the Food and Drugs Authority. Food standards, when applied, can protect consumers by preventing foodborne illnesses, food allergies, and fraud. They also help consumers make informed decisions about their food purchases by providing accurate information on the labels. Food standards are constantly evolving to reflect the latest scientific evidence and consumer preferences. As consumers, we can play an active role in supporting food standards by reading the labels carefully, reporting any problems or complaints to the relevant authorities, and choosing products that meet our dietary and ethical requirements. That's all for today's episode of Nestle Nutrition Line. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more tips and insights on nutrition and health. The numbers to call 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. On weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would prefer to WhatsApp, SMS, or call between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., please try these numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year, only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well. Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Once you hear this, you know it's time for the chaotic birthday messages. Right here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Niche Confectionery, Niche Chocolate Drink, made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness and rich with vitamins, minerals. Niche Taste of Ghana. Okay, let's get into the shouts. Let's see whose birthday it is today. And, okay, let me get to it now. Okay, so it's your birthday today, Lawyer Felicia Nasakunati. And it's from Lawyer David Koko, who's wishing you a glorious birthday. Also, a special birthday shout out to Dorothy Bedu Mensah of the Ridge Passport Office from Larry Kumi. And let me say a good morning to you also, Ben Enimfu. Ben Enimfu also at the Passport Office Ridge. You're a great guy. So special good morning to you, Ben Inimfu. But also this morning is a happy birthday, Barbara Inku, Marketing Director at Delta Paper Mill Limited, producers of Flora TCUs from David Max Fuga, Jeffrey, and everyone here at the Multimedia Group. Have a wonderful birthday. And happy birthday to Elder Samuel Kunedu Ajiman of the Church of Pentecost, Albert Clotte Temple Community 16. May God bless you and increase you. We love you from Ajiman and Owusu Ntiamwa Apia families. And also happy birthday to you, Rita Jampoma Owusu, CEO of Redcase Cosmetics and Redcase Glam at Ashaiman. Is from your sweet friend, Davi Ekia. And happy birthday to you, Mr. Isaac Kojo Abraham of the Minerals Commission. Multimedia Group would like to take this opportunity to thank you for being supportive and helpful to us. May the Almighty God give you strength. And this one says, my daughter is 10 years today and I'd like a chaotic birthday wish for her. Wishing you Ethel Ellis Ohima Asante of Nona Graceland School at Okboigono. May God shine his face on you with wisdom, love, and confidence from Quest Bridge, Jomi, Mummy, and Daddy. Okay. And finally, happy birthday to you, Mr. Emmanuel Sechera Siedu, Group CEO of Virtual Security and Virtual InfoSec Africa. May God bless you with long life and good health as you begin another milestone. May it also be the beginning of many more years. Enjoy your day. And this from Jonna Quay and the entire Multimedia Group. So, thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am doing very well. How about you?
I'm good. It's a very wet morning. The whole of yesterday.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
It's been raining.
And, is it raining this morning too?
No, not this morning. But the rains lasted the entire day and deep into the night in certain areas. Yeah. So some parts, as usual,
are flooded. Yeah. Into the Sports Center, proudly brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. So there's good news for small to medium scale business owners because with SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. This service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS data, and business content all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go.
That's right, Winston, and let Allianz Life Insurance lighten your financial burden when the unexpected happens. The Allianz Farewell Plan enables you to cater for expenses arising from the unfortunate death of your loved ones and saves you the stress and anxiety that come with planning a funeral in this difficult time of grief. For more information on the Allianz Farewell Plan and our other policies, call us on 030-2267-892, 030-267-892, or visit our website on allianz-gh.com. Sorry, www.allianz-gh.com. Allianz Life, we secure your future.
So do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? Well, as a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. Now, that key is straight to bank, a single access, end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform, powering payroll, cash management, trade and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
And 1xBet is here, one of the world's largest betting companies. 1xBet is always looking for new ways to reward its players and deliver new promotions to engage as many customers as possible. This time, the bookmaker launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, allowing registered players to enjoy the chance to have a share of the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotion page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with 1xBet today and use the promo code GHJackpot to receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Late entries. Today is the birthday of the CEO of Koba. Koba, yes. Nelson Korba.
Thank you.
Nelson Koshi Dasegla.
Oh, wow.
Koshi Dasegla.
Is that from his name that the company?
His name is Koshi Dasegla.
Okay. Happy birthday to you,
Koshi Dasegla.
He's a big man.
Yes, a big man. And also, it's the birthday of Ramisha Mustafa Dala of Queen's Court International School.
Okay.
You're 10 years today. Happy birthday to you. Let's get into the world of sports, Fentio.
That's right. Good morning, Winston. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Centre with me, Fentio. Tahiru Fentio. This morning, we are live in Parliament. It's a lot happening. Yesterday, Medium Sporting Club, they were there to present their first ever league title to the floor of Parliament. Their delegation was led by the FA President, Keto Kreku, the Executive Council member, Medium Board Chairman, Dr. Tony Obin, and Club President, Moses Ama Parker. But their visit was not entirely celebratory. The Mops and Yellows, after their league exploits, will look to rewrite Ghana's recent bleak story in CAF Champions League competitions. It will be the first time the Takwa-based club will be competing in Africa's premier club competition. The MP for Takwa Nswaim, Mreku Duka, was also at the trophy presentation, and he delivered a plea to the floor of Parliament.
The trophy to the Speaker and members of Parliament for their support and blessings during the season. And the trophy is here at the chamber. Mr. Speaker, Midiema will be representing Ghana for the CAF Championship, and it is our plea that Ghanaians will give their support to the team for a successful tournament.
All right, so that's Mreku Duka. He is the MP for Takwa Nswaim. Now, let's move on because we're staying in Parliament. Medium's first foray into Africa, of course, will start from the group stage qualifiers, which has proven to be the bane of Ghana's biggest clubs recently. Hearts of Oak were embarrassed by Egyptian giants, Moroccan giants, I beg your pardon, with that Athletic Club losing 7-2 on aggregate 2 seasons ago. And only last season, rivals Kotoko were humbled by Burkinabe side RC Kadiogo. So, Mediama have their work clearly cut out for them. But before their adventure, they will receive 100,000 Ghana cedis token from the Speaker of Parliament.
I want to, on your behalf, commit the House to going with them all the length to the continent to ensure that they win the African Cup for Ghana. This I will proceed to enforce, whether you say aye or no. And so when they approach the House through the Speaker, I will know the means I'll use to get the investment from you to the club to ensure that they get the necessary resources, the necessary logistical support, and the necessary motivation to surprise the continent by winning the cup. Yes, I'm a patron. And I'll proceed to pledge an amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis now.
Okay, 100,000 Ghana cedis for Mediama. However, some of Ghana's MPs didn't exactly like that because they believe one-off gestures do very little to develop sports in the country on a broader level. Yao Boama is MP for Okwakwe Central.
Football is not a big business. I watched the last African Club Championship between Al Ahly and WAC of Morocco. And if you look at the quality of play, it should tell you that those countries are investing in their academies. Companies are investing in football and sports in general. That is why Morocco could get to the semi-final stage of the last World Cup. If you look at the Senegalese team, it should tell you that some old players are putting money into academies, Patrick Vieira and co. What are former national stars doing? Everybody is saying government must contribute, government must contribute. How much can government put in football? Go to the sports village of Mamelodi Sundowns, Pirates, Chiefs, and you think you are somewhere in Europe. If you don't invest in sports, you won't get the results. Alhaji Gruza, King Faisal, one man, how much can he support King Faisal with? So We all have to look at how our sports is financed to be able to win the trophies that we want this country to win. Else, we'll be wearing our national team shirts, going to the stadium and coming back home with high blood pressure and disappointment.
Patrick Yabuama showing that he clearly knows his football. He's MP for Okankwe Central. More football. On a magistrate court in Tamale yesterday remanded coach Idusi Napari into prison custody for 1 week. The Tiyimba ladies coach is scheduled to reappear in court on Monday, June 26. He pleaded not guilty to charges of assault when he appeared before the presiding judge, Justice Isufu Sulemana, for assaulting a female referee. Now, speaking on that, the Ghana Football Association, they say the case has not become a criminal matter and the country's football governing body will not be intervening in the process.
The GFA cannot prevent and will not, let me repeat this thing, we've said it over and over again. Say, we will not intervene. Okobu was the park so it's the same like Wabuno was treated so, and now Wabuno was sorry, and now Wabuno was free. The football grounds is not an avenue for people to punch another person. Okay. When they arrest you, it is not a sporting thing.
All right, so that's Prosper Harrison Addo. He was speaking on Asampa FM last night. Let's stay with him because Ghana will be counting on the favorable weather in Cote d'Ivoire next year to end its 42-year wait for an Africa Cup of Nations title. That's according to Prosper Harrison Addo, the GFA's CEO. Now, the Black Stars have yet to qualify for the tournament with one game left in the qualifying series, but the GFA are positive the team will qualify. And then when they do, they hope the similarity in the weather conditions in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire would do the Black Stars a big favor.
Tournament this one, the weather and everything suits us. Hopefully, say about me Ivory Coast. Now, so you can trophy number, but it requires a lot of planning and hard work, and we must make sure that we'll put our shoulders to the world and then do the work and then bring the trophy.
All right, so that's Prosper Harrison Addo. He's the GFA's Chief Executive Officer or General Secretary, as some of you might know. Now, the Black Meteors, they are also a team looking to end a 20-year wait for an appearance at the Olympic Games. The team played 2 friendly matches before jetting off to Morocco. They played their opening group game against Congo on Sunday, June 25 at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, a day after the opening match of the competition. They arrived, of course, in Rabat yesterday, where they'll be based for the group stages. The delegation that made the trip is made up of players, technical staff, and officials, and they touched down in the evening of the game. Of course, the 2 best teams from Group A and Group B will advance to the semi-final stage of the competition. The winner of the tournament and the 2 runners-up will qualify to compete in the 2024 Olympic Games men's soccer competition in Paris next year. Let's do some local basketball. And later today, Ghana will for the first time host an International Basketball Federation recognized tournament. The FIBA U16 African Championships Zone 3 qualifying games will tip off in Accra later today. Michelle Kwenu of the Joy Sports Desk has more.
Besides Ghana hosting the FIBA recognized tournaments for the first time, it will also be Ghana's first time participating in this qualifying run. The FIBA U16 African Championship started in 2009 and is held biennially. Ghana has never been represented in the competition, basically because there has been a non-supported culture of basketball in the country. The current basketball administration in Ghana, led by Atu Van Es, took over the reins of the sport in 2021. At the time, the Ghana Basketball Federation did not even have an officially recognized bank account. I understand hosting this FIBA U16 African Championship is a way of opening up the country to the international world of basketball. And it is a wise way to do so because beating Benin, Burkina Faso, Niger, Togo, and especially Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, who are featured in the FIBA U16 African Championship a combined 6 times, with Nigeria winning bronze twice, will end qualification for Ghana, have won the competition the most times. And winning the FIBA U16 African Championship or even finishing second as runners-up will send Ghana to the FIBA U17 World Championships, another stage Ghana has never been before.
Michelle Queno. Let's wrap up with some transfer news. And Gary Neville, he's called on the Premier League to stop the transfer of players to Saudi Arabia until it is certain the integrity of his competition is not being put at risk. Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kante have already joined the Saudi Pro League, marquee names, but near the end of their career, and there was speculation Messi would too before his move to the US, and Gary Neville doesn't like that. He's among those asking what all this potential activity means. Meanwhile, Manchester United have had a second bid worth up to £50 million for Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount rejected. Arsenal have no such problems. They have agreed a deal with Chelsea worth around £65 million for German international forward Kai Havertz. It's understood the clubs have made an agreement in principle that will allow the player to discuss personal terms and have a medical. Newcastle United, they have been very active in the transfer market. They've agreed a deal, reportedly around 80 million euros for Tonali of AC Milan. And for you, well, I'll tell you this. You know, Winston, Man United, everybody is signing players. Man United, not so much. And they're not quite happy about that. Now Gary Neville says, ban the likes of Chelsea from selling players to Saudi Arabia for fees that do not look realistic.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Fentiu, Tahiru Fentiu, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. Let me just say happy 60th birthday to you, Patrick Baden-Boafo of Ghana Commercial Bank. The Lord has brought you this far by grace, and He will bear you on eagle's wing in the next phase of your life. Remain blessed. As from Ransford Ashong to you. And also, yesterday was your birthday, Kofi Bento. So, belated happy birthday to you, Kofi Bento. May the lines fall in pleasant places for you from Ransford Ashon. Now, let's get interactive. So this morning, we want to know your experiences. We want you to tell us how you believe we can deal with this menace of landguardism. Join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV. And take steps to protect your health. Number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief. And GTP, lifestyle. So does your existing salary give you more? Ask yourself that simple question, whether your existing salary gives you more. And is your salary in the right account? Well, worry no more, because the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance cover, which covers temporary and permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card, access to loans, and more. And the best part is you stand the chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Now till the end of July, so open an EcoBank account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is a Pan-African bank. When we return after these messages, we bring you Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, this one, Gantuan account who? Why are you running? It's all about the EcoBank salary account. EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly? I promise, it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits, like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Your life is about to get better with great savings. Get the best appliances you can ever find and save big with the Samsung Super Sale happening now in all CompuGhana showrooms nationwide. From now to this Sunday, enjoy up to 40% discount on any Samsung home appliance you buy. Visit a CompuGhana showroom or shop online at www.compughana.com now. For enquiries, call 030-275-2020.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Now time for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be
the difference.
Uncle, good morning.
How's man, Wafe?
Uncle, I like what you like.
I like what you like. Yes.
Uncle and his play titles.
Beginning from the 7th of July of next month, we are looking forward to it.
Yeah, Roverman. Yes, I'm listening.
What did you say? What were you saying about Hazakes and 11 Wives?
Oh, Hazakes is in Division 2. So as for the two of them, it's sad though.
So it's now Mediema.
Mediema, they are the ones doing well, and as Success has a lot of friends, will associate with them in the meantime.
Yeah. I still remember the days when Ghana, we used to play soccer in Ghana.
Oh yes, I mean I actually listened to commentary on SW1.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, in those days.
Yeah, some time ago in SW1. And in those days, it was fun listening to, the captain on the bridge, taking you around the country. And oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, we've lost all of these things. It was so refreshing. Every Sunday, we'll sit down in a house where my cousins were Hearts of Folk fans and I was supporting Asante Kotoko. And, no. Anyway, it's like that.
I'm sure you had a lot of fun at their expense, because in those days Kotoko was a force to reckon with.
Yes. Kotoko was doing very well.
Was a force to reckon with. Anyway, unfortunately, landguards have taken over. So,
Uncle, do you have a landguard experience?
Yes, I do, but I won't share it with you on air.
Oh, okay. I see.
On Monday, I shared with you a letter I had written to my late father.
Sure.
He died 54 years ago when I was about 14. Although he died too early for me and my brothers, he still left an enduring mark on me and is responsible for much of who I am today. But if all I had was a memory of my father, I don't think I would have come this far. In my life, the truth of the saying that it takes a village to raise a child is borne out completely. I am a child raised by the proverbial village, a village of an uncle, a boss, and several Christian leaders. I was a boy in search of a father, and I made many of these men my spiritual fathers. You see, I had learned that if you lose your father, you don't have to remain fatherless.
Sure.
You have the responsibility when you lose your father to make a father of anyone who has something to offer in shaping your character and giving meaning to your life. And many godly men feel that need for me. Among them, and deserving a special place of honor, is Reverend Peter Baker. I spoke about him on this platform in July 2016 when he died. Reverend Peter Baker was an English ex-soldier who came to Ghana and invested all his adult life, 22 years in all, into making Christianity in Ghana vibrant and fruitful. Reverend Peter Baker was the first expatriate to be ordained as a minister of the gospel by the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. He was one of two men who coordinated the visit of Billy Graham to Ghana in 1960.
Okay.
He was the first resident minister of Kaneshi Presby. He transformed what used to be the Literature Committee of the Christian Council of Ghana into Asempa Publishers, a full-fledged viable publishing company that still thrives today. His work benefited the churches of the Christian Council, the Catholic Bishops' Conference, all the major Pentecostal denominations, and many Christian organizations through his tireless work through Ghana Evangelism Committee and New Life for All. If you have ever used Asempa hymn book, you have benefited from the work of Reverend Peter Baker because he compiled, edited, and in many cases, translated local hymns and choruses included in that hymn book.
I see. I have used that hymn book.
Yes, that is his work.
Oh, I see.
That is his work. The hymn book with a companion score where any musician can take it and play on an instrument. I don't remember Peter Baker for just these incredible accomplishments. I remember him first and foremost because he was a man who employed me for my national service and introduced me to the world of book publishing.
Okay.
And he mentored me and became a father to me. And he taught me to drive. He gave me great opportunities to grow and make my impact. By living the Christian life so practically, Peter taught me about being a Christian and being a leader just by being one of the best that I have ever known. Peter's life became a vital source of inspiration for me. He gave me the opportunity to do anything and to try anything. In other words, he allowed me to grow. Asempa Publishers in those days was always desperate for good manuscripts to publish. The problem was that we were waiting for good manuscripts to land on our tables. But I thought we could go out and run workshops, and from those workshops, commission promising writers to write for us.
Sure.
I was so impressed with my own idea, and I barged into Peter's office, still dripping with excitement and enthusiasm, and sold the idea to him. Peter listened to me quietly and then said, "James, go ahead with it." With his encouragement, I held a number of writing workshops in Accra and then took the workshops on the road to several regional capitals, including Tamale. At the end of the workshops, which had been well attended in all the regions, I had 0 manuscript to show for the expense and effort.
Oh.
Yes, I went back to Peter, this time subdued, and said, "Peter, I'm afraid the strategy did not work." Peter nodded and said, "I knew it would not work because we had tried that strategy 5 years ago and it did not work then." I could not believe what he was saying. If you had tried it and it did not work, why would you allow me to do it? He said, "I had to take the chance that you would come up with a way to make it work this time. Besides, I did not want to kill your enthusiasm. I knew you would discover it will not work soon enough.
Wow.
But you would learn important lessons as well. And from that failure, maybe you could come up with a much better strategy that would work." And Winston, yes, I did learn a lot from that embarrassing failure. And yes, I did come up with a better strategy for generating viable manuscripts for publication. And we had a lot of good books from that. Peter's contribution to my life was to make me believe in myself. And he did that by allowing me to take risks and learn from them. He made me a better leader and indeed a better person. On Monday, I said, "I am the son of my father." Today, I go further and say, "I am the son of the proverbial village that raised me." A village made up of godly men and great Bible teachers. Losing your father is a heavy blow from which very few recover.
Sure.
But when you lose your father, you don't have to remain fatherless. I thank God that I had so many to father me, and to them, and in some cases to their memory, because they are late, I say, God bless you and thank you. And Abajuse, that is my presentation for this morning.
Thank you very much, Uncle. But before you go,
I agree. You wouldn't share your landguard story, but how do we deal with this menace? How do you advise we deal with this menace? Because it's, still around, and this time around, they've become even more powerful than they were in the past. How do we deal with it?
You are a linguist, so I know you know this. A proverb I'm going to give you. I am going to loosely translate it.
Sure.
That when a tree grows near a rock, cutting it becomes very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware of that?
I am.
So, idea bata a beba no ho a ni twayezin. The menace of landguards and even Galamsey. What makes it difficult is because there are people who can say, "Do you know who I am?"
Sure.
And get away with it in Ghana. That is what I want to say today.
Do you know who I am? And they get away.
Yeah,
with
people
it.
who can say that and get away with it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Uncle. We understand. And, we'll continue with the conversation today. Thank you very, very much, Uncle Ibowai, for joining us with Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. And let me just tell you that Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre, is ready to excite you again with another new and hilarious play. I Like What You Like. So ever since Kwesi fell from Grace, Iris' wife has had to take up the cost of running the home, but an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and is taking its time to answer the door. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of gold unseen? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. And this play comes on the National Theatre Accra from 7th to 16th of July as follows. Fridays at 7 p.m., one show only. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 3 shows. So that is Roverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. Rate 150 Ghana Cedis tickets are available now via Koba short code *365 *535#. And you can also visit the Roverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram or call 0505 546 010, 0505 546 010 or WhatsApp 0505 546 030 for enquiries. Sponsors Ebony Condoms, Gino Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank PLC. Communications partner M Notify. Roverman Productions, be the difference. And it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you, and Macdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute. It's brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is urging government to focus on the industrial sector, particularly manufacturing, to grow a sustainable economy that will lead to job creation. This as the economy recorded 4.2% growth in the first quarter of this year. Ghana is making a strong case to host the third international market for cocoa trading, the African Cocoa Exchange. This is based on the country's contribution to the cocoa industry globally. The Public Interest and Accountability Committee is advising government to promote a very business-friendly regulatory environment in the oil sector to attract foreign firms. According to PIAC, the unitization case between Italian firm ENI and Ghanaian firm Springfield did not go down well with foreign investors. Elsewhere, the Bank of England is expected to raise interest rates for the 13th consecutive time as it tries to tackle rising prices. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. So are you an SME business owner, school, hospital, church, club, or association? At CBG, we understand that every cedi counts when you're working to grow your business, and that's why we've designed this interest-bearing business account that gives you true value for money. CBG Business Plus account offers you attractive interest rate
access to checkbooks, USSD banking, local and international cards, alerts, internet banking, the CBG mobile app, CBG money voucher platform, and top-notch relationship management. Walk into any of our 114 branches nationwide to get your Business Plus account today. For more information, contact CBG on 0302 216 000. Email info@cbg.com.gh. Visit our website, cbg.com.gh, or on all our social media handles. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. The focus is on landguards.
There's a major criminal there called Black. Black, who is located in Galilea, Manhiame. Old gangster and police chief, if you are listening to me. And then Red Moro at Tomofa.
The IGP should plan his life to post police personnel with a certain degree of competence and integrity to those areas. Look, places like Amasaman, Ashaman, Afienya, Kaswa.
So this morning, the focus is on you. We get to listen to your experiences and your questions. We have the best team to address all your concerns. But also join us on Twitter and tell us how you believe we can deal with this. You know, as we say all the time on the Super Morning Show, we just don't discuss the problems. We discuss them because we want to discuss the solutions. As we say, a problem well defined is half solved. But we continue with the solutions. Join us on Twitter, use the hashtag JoySMS. But are you looking for the value data and voice offers? Look no further, as Vodafone has unbeatable deals just made for you. To enjoy these amazing Vodafone offers, just dial *530# and get onto any of the Vodafone Made For Me bundles. For as little as $1 Ghana cedi, Vodafone Made For Me has just got what you need. And this offer is specially made for you. Simply dial *530# or visit My Vodafone app to subscribe. Vodafone, further together. And the decision-making power of the owners of a family business is profound. Therefore, the need for family business governance as a key strategy for continuity. Ravens Consulting GH presents Africa Family Business Summit 2023. Theme: Family Business Governance, a key strategy for continuity. And it's on the 29th and 30th of June 2023. Speakers: Audrey Joe Ezigbo, who is co-founder and deputy managing director, Falcon Corporation; Professor Martin Roll, who is global expert on family business and family office, Martin Roll Company; and Professor Moses Akwa, who is head of department, University of North Carolina; and many more speakers. Convener: Dr. Dennis Oting. Venues at Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel. Time 3 p.m. day 1, 8 a.m. day 2. Partners: Siebes Africa, Rwanda Air, IOD Ghana. Other events: Family Office Africa. And sponsors: La Bianca, GDC Logistics, Henley and Partners, Legacy Institute of Family Business, KED Wealth, Rocket Flex. To register, call or WhatsApp 0202 712 647. This event is powered by Ravens Consulting GH. And you still have here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And look, I've got a surprise for you. Just listen to our Links this morning as we're starting the show. Just listen.
99.7, 99.7. It's joy, don't you know? It's a Super Morning Show. 99.7, 99.7. But it's joy, don't you know? It's a Super Morning Show. 99.7, 99.7. It's a Super Morning Show. Coffee in your cab, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, don't you just love these kids? is actually Felix and Phoebe, who both attend Able Academy at Tema Community 5, singing there. Oh, Mr. Shen, Mr. Felix Shen, your kids are wonderful. Say a special good morning to Phoebe Shen and Felix Shen Jr. For us, we love them here on the Super Morning Show. So stay with us this morning. We have an important conversation. The focus is you. We give you the chance to call us, share your experiences, share the concerns with us. And of course, our team will address your concerns. But most importantly, how do we deal with it? Let's come together and find a solution to this. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Into your Vodafone cash account. Who reload it? But then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promo. And receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office, or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice, whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you are looking for an executive studio suite or a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us at 0204-343-011 or 0204-343-015 to learn more. Belmonte is developed by CPL Developers.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. Your here needs your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
What? Oh, Auntie Frida! Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside outside the gate, she will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial.
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535 # and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCB, and M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with
You know, I still haven't told my husband. I'm afraid of his reaction.
Oh, I thought you said you would try to disclose your HIV positive status to him on your birthday.
I wanted to, but never got round to it. It just did not seem like the right time to say it.
Don't you want him to go and test to know his status too?
Of course I do. I am just afraid of his reaction. I am afraid he will walk out on me and quit the marriage.
But you can't be too sure of that.
You know, the other day, when he heard HIV in the news, he referred to it as a bad disease. And I know a couple of people whose partners deserted them because they tested positive for HIV.
But it is also important for him to test for HIV and start antiretroviral medication if he is HIV positive.
So what should I do now?
Why don't we ask your HIV counselor at the facility for advice? Come on, let us call her and find out how best to disclose your HIV status to your husband and also get him to test for HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
This dredging, cleaning up is going to take about 6 months to complete this one. Then the Kwale Lagoon itself will take a longer time because that's where we have more composition of material, which needs to take a longer time, maybe about a year or two to finish. We're going to have recreational facilities. That is the sea outfall. So along we have recreational facilities, other infrastructure, we can have some hotels will come at the end, and this makes the whole place. Then we're dredging all the way through Cycle to Kwale Lagoon, where we call the Clep Interceptor. From there, we end up at the estuary into the sea. Before the commencement of the work, this is how the situation was. The channels were heavily silted. Along the channel, you can see very heavy siltation. So this is the beginning. Then during the process of the dredging, we had these situations. Gradually, we came up to the end. Then finally, this is the stage that we have reached. And then after that, there was a continuation to carry out the silting, because as we progress, more silt come, and you have to continue dredging.
Coffee in your cup.
101.7 FM. So we started this conversation yesterday. We started with Professor Kwesi Kwame Jan, who's senior lecturer, who's a senior law lecturer at University of Ghana Law School and former legal consultant to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, as well as Timothy Anim-Addo, who's acting Greater Accra Regional Lands Officer, Lands Commission. And we said we're going to continue today with a focus on you, giving us a call and asking all the questions, but also with a focus on the solutions. How do we deal with this once and for all? Kwame Jan, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. I gave you my word that I will be back.
Sure, and indeed, you're back.
And I was
Timothy,
here on time.
I love that. You're always on time. Timothy Anim-Addo, who couldn't join us in studio, so he's joined us on phone. Tim, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Hello, Tim. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Great,
yes,
great,
please,
great.
right.
Great, we can hear
Timo,
you.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, a small national assignment, as I explained yesterday, have carried me away a little.
No problem, no problem. So, Tim, let me start off with you and let's focus on how we can deal with this. Okay, so we've looked at the causes of all of it. We've recognized that, even sometimes dispute over lands and everything, double sale would lead to people resorting to the use of these guards. Sometimes also is greed. They just want to cheat. So they use these guards, chase you away from your land, and then they take over the land. How do we deal with this once and for all? What can be done, Tim? Yes, go ahead.
Well, yesterday we started this conversation, and I think that extensively we understood what the problem is. So one, for instance, if that or that customary landholder has a correct record of what he owns, gives exactly what he has, and doesn't engage in double sales, even if he does do so, he's prosecuted and dealt with for that, then it means that the problem of the tussle between the parties is being dealt with. One. Two, we are looking at these able-bodied, strong men who may not have, may be engaged in productive activity, who may find this a short route to making money or making wealth because they don't feel the consequences is there. Three, we have read the Land Act and we've seen the extensive punishment that is there. In fact, yesterday, Senior Kwame again drew our attention to the Vigilante Act, Act 999 of 2019, where land guarding is stated along with other factors such as political factors and grouped in the same category. And in all that, you find out that if there are stiff punishment, 10 to 15 years, 5 to 15 years, so if the laws would bite the way we believe it should, if we will ensure that prosecutions are followed through. However, in all these conversations, mind you, the landguardism doesn't stand alone as a wrong or a crime as stands alone. So yesterday we explained, assuming he goes in, he's given bail, for instance, by the court, he's back, and he's there misbehaving, then he's further threatening other people's lives. So it is the entire gamut of the laws, both the legal, Lands Commission, and I believe land administration itself, if it improves and people are sure that they can submit their documents, as the law is saying within 90 days, they know whether we are proceeding or not. The court matters in the court are dealt with expeditiously so that it doesn't take forever to deal with one matter, so that once the matter is in the air, people can keep tussling on the ground. I believe that little by little, things will be dealt with.
Now, yesterday, Kwame Jan made a point about the fact that, look, even the boundaries of lands, particularly the big landowners, Teshi, Nungwa, Osu, La, in itself is a problem. Now, that challenge, how do we deal with it?
So if I'll refer you again to the Land Act in Section 182. And Senior Kwame again tried to direct us that this is a very good law. It is the implementation that we must look at. Because in the consultation processes for this law, this was identified as one of the major problems of disputes in this country. And its antecedents are, I remember when we were doing the land administration project phase, project 1 or 2, there was a traditional area which was selected for boundary demarcation of customary boundaries. 90% of the work was done. A small area 10% there was disagreement, we could never were able to complete that work. Because each party took a strong stand. In Act 1036, Section 182, the law provides that the Lands Commission, except expressly stating so, must ensure that the big land holdings are registered before the smaller bits in it. This is going to force traditional areas to begin to discuss or begin to talk to each other. Look, let us sort our boundaries out. Once that begins to happen, I think little by little we can have the bases registered so that the little ones on top can be registered. If you freeze registration in areas and say, look, sort yourself out, I wouldn't register, it will be a drawback to people who invest in that place. And therefore, maybe it will force traditional areas to come and resolve them.
Well, finally, before you go, the challenge is sort yourself out, will not register, but others may be willing to buy. And, in these cases, people buy and use guards to protect the land.
Yes, so if you use the guard, for instance, and as we discussed, it is dealt with, you go and use on what we call the force of a land guard, and more, that guy goes to jail for 5 to 15 years. If you engage somebody else, are you sure the person will come? No, the person won't come. And that person who harassed you is going to jail and will not be here in the next 15 years. But if that person is left loose by the law, by the courts, or the person is never prosecuted, then that is going to leave that person running room freely to be able to harass people as they do.
Timothy Anim-Addo, thank you very, very much for joining us. We're grateful.
Thank you very much.
And Timothy Anim-Addo is Acting Greater Accra Regional Lands Officer of the Lands Commission. So I've got a question for you. We'll get to Kwame Jan shortly, but I have a question for you. So what's exciting, delicious, creamy, and rich with vitamins and minerals, and has the goodness of cocoa all at the same time? I'm sure you can guess what it is, but I tell you, it's a brand new niche chocolate drink made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness, and niche chocolate drink comes in 250 ml bottle and 180 ml Tetra Pak so that you can enjoy it big or small. It's great for all members of the family. Visit a shop near you to get yours, and I know that you would love it. Contact Niche on 0531818292 or 0277779560. Niche, Taste of Ghana. But Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count, so they won't let banking get in your way. And that's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. Now, some people spend their lives trying to be rich. Others are born that way. Not because of what they have, but because of where they come from. Choose the fresh mineral water that's made naturally rich by the same African soil that made you. Voltic, own your richness. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, did you know that your general health can affect your oral health? Welcome to another episode of Time with the Dentist. My name is Dr. Gwendolyn Amakwe-Baiche, and this is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association. Certain conditions related to our general health can have erosive effect on our teeth, and I'd like to draw your attention to some of these conditions. But before that, you should know that the stomach is a part of the body where there is high production of acid to aid in digestion. Acid has the ability to remove some of the minerals of our teeth, like calcium, in a process known as demineralization. So any condition that will cause the stomach contents to move into the mouth will cause acid to come into contact with our teeth. The first condition I'd like to talk about is GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as acid reflux. This digestive disease occurs when the acid content of the stomach flows up the esophagus or windpipe and into the mouth at regular intervals. Worse after eating or when lying down. So you may feel heartburn or pain in the chest. Conditions that cause frequent vomiting, like pregnancy at certain trimesters, as well as bulimia, where one forces themselves to vomit after binge eating, can cause the acid content of the stomach to come into contact with the teeth, contributing to erosion of the teeth. For those of us who take lemon juice and apple cider vinegar, it's best to do this with a straw to avoid direct contact with the teeth. With alcoholic beverages being acidic, chronic alcoholism can have erosive effect on the teeth. When the outermost layer of our teeth, enamel, is exposed to acid over a long period of time, it begins to wear down, and so you may feel sensitivity or pain with hot or cold fluids. The teeth get weak and gradually break down. You may develop cavities as well as discoloration of the teeth over time. If you experience any of these conditions I've mentioned earlier, consult a physician. Saliva keeps the tissues of our mouth moist and comfortable for eating and talking. It helps in digestion of food and also neutralizes any acidity in the mouth. There are many causes of bad breath, some of which include not brushing your teeth and flossing properly twice a day, cavities in your teeth that can pack food, gum diseases, eating spicy foods regularly, including garlic and onions, smoking, and chronic alcoholism. Erosion of your teeth can cause you to require extensive dental treatment or even lose your teeth. Visit a dentist for more advice on how to prevent your teeth from wearing away. Remember to floss and brush your teeth twice a day with a fluoride-containing toothpaste like Pepsodent. This campaign is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association.
Welcome back. That was Time with the Dentist, brought to us by Pepsodent. And you know, every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Well, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and micro-calcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association, and there are two other highly effective variants of Pepsodent on the market. Pepsodent Charcoal, made with a fine blend of activated charcoal and lemon essence. Pepsodent Charcoal White gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. Pepsodent Herbal, for our herbal lovers, try Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste, formulated from carefully selected natural extracts and uniquely blended herbs. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissues while giving you strong teeth. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters. So it's flash sales at City Ceramica. Get up to 25% discount off all doors, jacuzzis, and sanitary wares between now and Saturday the 24th of June 2023. Locate City Ceramica on the Spinters Road, 200 meters from the Flowerpot Runabout and opposite Furniture City. Contact City Ceramica on 0202 525855 or 0509 847123. City Ceramica, find it, love it, buy it. City Ceramica, your home of quality sanitary wares. Let me just welcome our listeners in Kumasi again for joining us, listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. And this morning we have, you heard from Timothy Anim-Addo, who's acting Greater Accra Lands Officer of the Lands Commission. And we have Kwame Jan, who is a senior law lecturer at the University of Ghana School of Law and a former legal consultant to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in studio with us. And already lots of you have started sending your messages. One that caught our attention this morning that says, my name is Ahmed. I listen to your program. yesterday on the issue of landguards. My wife bought 7 plots in Kaswa Millennium City, and some people encroached on it. So we took the matter to court and got judgment last year, together with demolition order, so that we could demolish anything on the land. But for a whole year now, we're unable to do so because both the police and the assembly are refusing to help us to do so because they are afraid of one person called Kwesi Alhaji, one person called Alhaji, who is protecting the land for the encroachers. And this guy operates from where? Somewhere within PAR. Now, though I'm in Manchester now, but all the documents are with my son in Ghana. If you want to see them, the police has it, and the District Assembly is taking over some money from us, yet nothing. They've taken about 100,000, that's about 1 billion old cedis from us, but nothing has been done for us. Please help, because the encroachers are still building and have even erected a wall around the 7 plots. Kwame Jan, he secured a judgment. He needs the police and the assembly to help him get his land. That's what he says in this message. But still, the people are defying the court order, and they've even walled the land and are building. I want us to look at one thing.
But the message had something else that you have ignored. He said the police and the assembly are enabled to act.
Yeah.
Because, according to them, they are afraid of one man called Kwesi Alhaji.
Yes, that's Alhaji. Yes, that's what I talked about. Yes.
He's called Kwesi Alhaji.
Yeah.
I know him.
Oh, you know him?
Yes.
Who's he?
Yesterday, I told you. Those of us who are involved in the land sector, some of the law enforcement, possibly some of the politicians, the neighborhood people, traditional landowners, real estate people. We know the landguards. We know where even Kwesi Alhaji, he has an office somewhere along the Caswell Road.
Oh.
Yes, not far away from Sapato filling station. I mean, he's a public man. He even holds a traditional office position in Gomwafete.
I see.
So that's why I'm telling you, these guys are not on the moon. They are here.
But why is it difficult for us to
now
stop
look,
him?
if you Kwesi Alhaji, he's like my size. So even one police recruit can carry him on his back. The man's size and my size are the same. I mean,
so why
that's why yesterday I gave you a biblical quotation that it is our decision not to do anything. When you decide to do nothing, nothing happens. He is someone who walks freely, without arms. I mean, if you see him, you won't even notice that this is the Kwesi Alhaji. But he wields influence. So Winston, you know, the way the problem is being discussed, for me, it doesn't surprise me and it doesn't scare me. Because I have been associated with this system, this land system, for the last 25 years.
Okay.
That's all I do. That's what I teach. I speak about it. Sometime like 2-3 years ago, I decided not to talk about land anymore because I've been talking, and what has come out of it?
Okay, so let's look at one thing and what this would mean. So you've talked about now. This man takes a case to court.
He has a court order.
He has a court order.
Under normal circumstances, when you get a judgment in court, in a land case, standard, one of the reliefs you would seek from the judge is a declaration of title, recovery of possession, and then you file a process to be given the right to take back your land. Then you write to the secretary, the judicial secretary, through the court registrar, they will give you a letter or a letter to the police with copies of the order of the court attached, requesting for police assistance for you to be able to enforce the judgment of the court.
Sure.
Under normal circumstances, if enforcement may not entail violence, they could just use the bailiffs, the sheriff, the court sheriff, to go and enforce. But where there's the potential for violence, you go through the police, and they are required by law to provide the support on the demand or the request of the court registrar through the judicial secretary. But what he says is, the police, and that's what he is saying, and the assembly are saying they are afraid. The assembly does not have a direct role in enforcing a judgment. What the assembly could have done is to use the planning laws to stop the development. You see, the whole system is collapsing because the entities that have the mandate to do right are not doing right. So the assembly, look, if you look at our constitution, Article 267, Clause 3, it says there shall be no disposition of stool land in this country unless the Regional Lands Commission of the region where the land is located has certified that the purposes or the use to which the land will be put would be consistent with an approved planning scheme.
Sure.
Approved by the district planning authority. So you see the linkage in Article 2673 between land ownership, land use, and planning, as well as land registration.
Yeah. Are we doing that?
If we were doing it, that person wouldn't have been building the wall around that land. What permits do they have?
So let's look at the solution from these points. Let's look at it from 1, even the Lands Commission, 2, from the law enforcement agencies, 3, from the judiciary, 4, from us, the individuals, and maybe other, offices of state that can play a role. Let's look at it.
So once we are talking about the court, let's look at the judiciary.
Sure.
They are, by our constitutional setup, the final arbiter between two people, between persons and the state, and between state agencies. So when they make a final pronouncement on rights, it's supposed to be final.
Sure.
And will be enforced. Many years back when we worked at the Ministry of Lands, we found that there were plenty of land cases which were clogging the court system. The system was choking from the load of land cases. So we did 2 things. We pushed for the establishment of these purpose-built land courts.
Okay.
So that was the beginning of the land courts. And then funds were made available through the World Bank for the backlog of cases to be cleared. So judges were sitting during vacations and extra hours to clear the backlog. So a lot of the cases were cleared. So we thought that the pipes had choked and we had cleared the cases.
Okay.
But the number of cases that were being filed on a daily basis led to additional backlogging of the system. So, yes, the land courts are working. They are all across the country. In Accra, there are more than 10, 15 land courts dedicated for land cases. But how many cases are filed every day? It's not easy. So the system may end up being clogged again. But one proposal that we can apply to help push the settlements of land cases is the design of specific rules for handling land cases.
Okay.
There are now rules for commercial cases, which are aimed at expediting the expeditious delivery or disposal of commercial cases. It's about time that we set up a system of rules of court for handling land cases. Winston, let me tell you something. You could have a land case that will travel all the way to the Supreme Court. It takes years. And that case could have been resolved just by a survey, a simple survey. Because the people are contending, my plot is there, your plot is not there. Sometimes there is a survey error, which is not through the fault of any of the contestants.
Okay.
So just a simple survey could end up solving the problem. Now, most of the time, when cases are going through the court process and a survey has to be ordered, most of the judges would order the director of survey, which is the head of the survey and mapping division of the Lands Commission, to conduct the survey. I have seen instances where some judges have directed that the survey should be conducted by private surveyors. I think more and more private surveyors should be used.
Okay.
So, because if it's only or predominantly the government surveyors who have to determine or do composite plans to help judges, and given their own workload, the cases are stalling. Maybe we should rely more on the private surveyors.
Okay. So that's for the judiciary.
For the judiciary. And the police must also support the judiciary when it comes to the law enforcement part.
Okay.
Like the situation that we have now. Unfortunately, the police also will have their own issues, because when you submit a judgment to them, they may also want to be sure that indeed this judgment is genuine. Because somebody could just carry a document and purport to be coming from the judicial secretary for the police to go and enforce a certain judgment. So they also have to look at, but how long should they take?
Yeah.
And do we have an interagency body which would peruse these requests and quickly advise? Because the police will also have to rely on their own internal legal departments.
Yeah.
Or should they go to the Attorney General? How many lawyers at the AGs are free to offer the police such advice? You know, Winston, so it's not just as simple, but we can properly plan.
Sure.
You know, I've been saying to my students that the best doctors are the ones who are able to do the best diagnosis. Because once you have done the diagnosis, you can walk to a pharmacy shop and get appropriate medication.
Sure.
It is when the diagnosis fail that we get into even worse problems. So I think on the judicial side, that's their role, expediting land cases and ensuring the enforcement of their own judgments. But after they have delivered the judgment, in the law, we say they become functus officio.
Which is?
When it's like a spent bullet.
Okay.
The judge has declared your rights. He has given you the power to go and take your land back. The judge has completed his work. He becomes functus officio.
Okay.
The other things have to be done by other people.
Including the law enforcement.
Including the law enforcement.
So we've looked at the judiciary.
So that's the judiciary. Now let's go to the land sector.
Yes, let's look at the land sector.
Timo started the morning with an introduction to boundary demarcation.
Yeah.
Subsequent to your question.
Yes.
And he mentioned that indeed we started to do the boundary demarcations. In several of the meetings, the target landowners themselves fought us.
Why?
They don't want the boundaries to be demarcated.
Really?
Yes. You think they're happy that confusion and conflict will go away?
How does that help them?
Because the uncertainties and the conflicts most of these landowners feed on. We had a meeting or two or more at the Institute of Local Government Studies in Medina.
Okay.
With all the large gang landowners. I tried. They will not agree. And you know, you cannot just go and establish the boundary with only one party. If you want to establish the boundary between Teshi and La, You cannot just carry La people
Yeah.
and La people will show you their boundary and you take it that this is the boundary. The Teshi people must also be there.
Yeah.
And if the Teshi people say they won't come, and that for them they don't have any boundary with La, or that they don't have any dispute with them, it means you cannot do the exercise.
Yeah.
And that's what stalled that exercise. So we need to go back to the process of systematic boundary demarcation. These boundaries must be demarcated and pillared so everybody knows where the lines are. And then they will be registered in accordance with section 182, like Timo was telling you.
Okay.
If you don't demarcate the boundaries, how would you register them?
So how do we compel them to sit down?
Now that you have legislation requiring the boundaries to be demarcated, section 117 of the Land Act says, without local plans, if you want to register land at the Lands Commission, that land must be in conformity with existing local plans, which must be done by the assemblies.
Okay.
So Lands Commission can decide to refuse your document, not to register your document because it conflicts with section 117. Once Lands Commission starts to bite, you will see some changes happening. Because you submit the document, they will write to you that your document is coming from Gasouth. There is no local plan supporting your document. So go back to your assembly and to your landowner. The landowner is supposed to collaborate with the assembly to prepare the local plan.
Okay.
But all these lands are going through. The registrations are going through. There are no local plans.
So it means the Lands Commission itself has a lot of work to do.
They do have a lot of work. The assemblies also have to do a lot of work. And the landowner also has to do a lot of work. And the public education, what we are doing now, to let people know that under our law, when there is no local plan, land cannot be allocated. You know, it comes back to enforcing our laws. Not just using the police, but the state and para-state institutions must be seen and manifestly seen to be working.
I see. How about us, the individuals, the citizens? What must we do?
We, the citizens, must be prudent in our dealings with land.
Okay.
You know, it's basic in acquiring anything, even if you are buying tomatoes. The principle is caveat emptor, which means, in ordinary English, let the buyer beware. If you are going to the market to buy or acquire land, learn what has to be done, the do's and don'ts. Learn the do's and don'ts. There are things you shouldn't do in relation to land.
Okay.
For example, if you go to a place and you see broken walls, you pay money to somebody when you saw broken walls all over the place. What should he tell you if you are a prudent purchaser?
There's been some demolition.
There are problems there.
Yeah.
And I always tell my clients, if you go to a place and there is some very nice land which appears to be idle, run away from it. You know, it's like you go to a village, Winston, you go to a village because you have a nice beard. You see some very nice woman in the village and you think this is too good to be true. Is what I'm seeing the real situation? You think you are the only nice man who has ever visited. Maybe that woman is the betrothed to a goddess, a god in the town.
Yeah.
You see, so we individuals should be on a proper lookout. You check the records at the Lands Commission, you check on the ground, go to the assembly. You have a local plan for this area. If not, go back and tell your prospective landlord that I will not want this place. Sometimes we behave as if we don't get that particular plot of land, all land is gone. There's no land left.
You know what, Lawyer Kwame Jan, we're going to do something. We're going to go for a break. When we return after the break, we'll be activating the phone lines because we promised our listeners yesterday that we're going to give them a chance to call in and ask all their questions. So, folks, you just heard from Senior Law Lecturer at the University of Ghana and former legal consultant to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Kwame Jan. When we return after these messages, it's your show. You give us a call on 0302-216-541, 0302-216-541.
And then 055-111-11997. What's your experience? What is your experience when it comes to land? And maybe you want to tell us how we can deal with this. Why not? We'll be willing to hear from you. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Building stronger ties and creating memories that would last a lifetime should be the priority of every family. Give your family one of those unforgettable moments. Your Cruise People offers family cruise packages designed to wow guests across multiple generations. Our itineraries to the Mediterranean, Greek islands, Southern Africa, and the Persian Gulf are packed with multiple dining options, incredible Broadway-style entertainment, and unforgettable activities for all ages. The best part? Children get to cruise for free. All ground handling logistics, including transfers, hotels, gratuities, and shore excursions, will be taken care of for you so you can focus on bonding with your loved ones. Book a family cruise today. Call your Cruise People on 0308 251 055 or visit yourcruisepeople.com.
Hello?
Hey!
I'm Mofa Charlie also.
My number one international carpenter. I'm good, oh.
Nice one. Charlie, I'm trying to register my carpentry business now. Isa say you feel help me.
Oh, yes. All you have to do is go to the Office of the Registrar of Companies, ORC for short. They have been mandated by the government of Ghana to register all businesses, including sole proprietorships, partnerships, companies such as churches, schools, NGOs, CSOs, associations, unions, external companies, and professional bodies.
Oh, sir.
Yes, so any business you want to register, ORC is the office to go to. Remember, ORC is still in the same premises as the Registrar General's Department, and all businesses registered with the Registrar General's Department are still valid. If you need more information, go to orc.gov.gh or call them on 055-765-3130 and 0302-666-180.
Charlie, then I have to look sharp.
Quick.
ORC, here to serve you.
It does get better anytime your favorite shop, Melcom, says it's there for you and got you covered with all your daily need items. Continue shopping on products ranging from groceries, stationery, electronics, homeware, kitchenware, furniture, home decor, electricals, and many more at low prices. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we have lawyer Kwame Jan, who is senior law lecturer at the University of Ghana School of Law and former legal consultant to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, helping us understand how we can deal with this menace of landguardism. And he's already told us that, from the judiciary's point of view, there are things we must do. He's told us what the law enforcement agencies must do.
what even the Lands Commission must do, and of course, what you must do. Now, experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizon and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for October 2023. For more information, kindly visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call us on 0302218989 or 0209607008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. So the phone lines have been activated now. You can join us on 0302 216 541, 0302 216 541, and then 055 1111997. Give us a call now and tell us, what your experiences are. Who knows? Lawyer Kwame Jan may be of help to you. You can also tell us how you believe we can deal with this menace once and for all. You can also join us on Twitter using the hashtag JoySMS. Now, this Eid season is amazingly exciting. Renault Ghana Premium Motors Limited is giving you astonishing prizes like washing machines, fridges, smartphones, laptops, TVs instantly. Okay? Buy any Renault Duster during this Eid season and win big instantly. There's never been a better time to buy a Renault Duster. Call 0307 079977 or 0307080010 or visit our showroom at Article Junction on the George Bush Highway. Promo lasts till the end of June. Terms and conditions apply. So let's get on to the phone lines now, and we'll pick the first 5 calls, and then you will get Lawyer Kwame Jan to address them. We have Kwabena joining us from Dansoman. Good morning, Kwabena.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
Kwabena, I'm fine. I believe you're fine too.
Yes. I just wanted to ask about those 5 landguards who were killed. Mm-hmm. And there is a controversy as to whether they are true landguards or not. But I understand some of them fled. Among those 5 killed, some fled, some were wounded. What are those ones? Have they availed themselves to any person or somewhere to know that really they are not landguards?
Okay, well, there'll be an inquiry into it, so we'll keep you posted on that. Parliament is going to investigate that, so we'll keep you posted. Thank you very much, Kwabena, for joining us. Daniel is at airports. Daniel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Winston.
Yes, Daniel.
So I think one of the problems which I identify has to do with the would-be landowners or the buyers. Some seem too desperate when they see the land. So then they are ready to part away with money as soon as they see a land. But if you are a bit cautious and you think you have the money, you just have to negotiate with them and tell them, if I don't get a site plan to do the search, I'm not paying. And if they also need that much money, they will quickly give you the site plan. You do the search, and then if you are okay, then you start looking at even a payment plan. After the search, you feeling that everything is okay. You decide that, okay, I'm giving you 30%. Give me the indenture, let me lodge it, and then I'll give the rest. But most of the buyers are too eager to part away with money. That is where they fall victim to this landguardism and then double sale of land.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniel from airport. We'll stay at airport because Nanajo has joined us from airport. Nanajo, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so my issue is, I have purchased a plot of land around the Imesa area.
Okay.
And that place is noted for one landguard called Gomachi, who, I don't know, to the best of my knowledge, he's been sponsored by someone top there. Because I've been to the police station up and down from regionals to headquarters, and this man is still working as a free man there. And he's not even able to produce one document to show that, okay, this land I'm guarding or is for so person. I have on several occasions insisted, if you claim it's for you or it's for the other person, let us meet, let them bring their documents, they will see the way for it. But till date, nothing has been shown. And I started encountering this thing about a year ago. And anytime he's quickly able to get people to mobilize the police from the regional headquarters to come and disrupt, and they'll tell you you are rather engaging in landguard activities. And I've stated times without number, but still nothing. The listing, he's getting somebody to support him. And I really don't know how to go about it because I'm a bit confused because I believe there are people at the top supporting them. That's why they keep on doing what they do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nanaja would get to deal with that. Lawyer Kwame Jan is here. You can also join us on 0302-216541 and then 0551111997. Kojo is in Odoko. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
I'm fine, Kojo. How about you?
Yes, I have an issue. Mine has to do with registration. I bought a piece of land that's about 10.5 acres in Tichamati.
Okay.
Right. There's an official. It falls under Eastern region. And my documents has been with one official there since 2004.
Wow.
And I really need assistance. I've gone to all lengths, but I've had a lot of challenges. If maybe I could talk to you off air.
Okay. Yeah, you could talk to the producer and then they'll pick it up from there. Thank you very much, Kojo in Odoko. Joseph in Tema will be our final caller for now. Joseph, good morning.
Yeah, go on, sir. I hope you're doing well.
I'm fine. I hope you're fine too.
By the grace of God.
Great.
Yeah, I think you've gotten the right person at the right time, enlightening us on this issue. I have a lot of questions to ask, but let me put it down to you.
Okay.
Is it lawful?
And kindly speak up for us, Joseph. We can hardly hear you.
Okay.
Kindly speak up a little bit. We can hardly hear you.
Okay. I am asking that, is it lawful for a landowner to seek for a land guard to take care of the land? And also, what power do they have to control those lands to some level at which, even if you have a boundary with them, they intend to encroach? Also, which power do they have? Because sometimes, even if you have a place that you want to develop, don't mind come invade your area, preventing you from, building something on your land. The land commission has, secured all the necessary documents for you to do something on your land. How come does this? Do these guys come? These guys will come and stop you from doing something on it. You need a lot of clarification.
I get what you're trying to say. Thank you very much, Joseph. And you'll be our final caller for now. We'll get lawyer Kwame Jan to address these concerns, and then we'll come back to the phone lines. Yes.
Winston, I will start with Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
He asked what authority would anybody have for coming to interfere with his land.
Yeah.
And he asked about, what he is asking about takes you to Section 39 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. Section 39 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act at 29 talks about circumstances under which you can use force to protect your property. But it specifically says it is the person in actual possession of the land is the one who has justification to use force to protect the land. The person in actual possession.
Okay.
It means if somebody brought you on the land with a gun, you pass as a landguard. Because the one who has a justification for wielding a weapon to use force to protect their land is the person in actual possession.
So that's the landowner?
Yes.
Can the landowner bring another person?
It will create problems for you because then it becomes a matter of interpretation. The law specifically says the person in actual possession. If the law wanted to provide room for others to act on behalf of that person, the law would have said so.
Okay.
The law would have then added, or another person duly authorized by him.
Okay.
You see, so it's not easy to be carrying weapons around land. And because of Section 12 of the Land Act, those people who walk around, they have no authority to go around and harass people. The unfortunate thing is, Winston, the Lands Commission is also very far away from the people.
Sure.
Look, in 2008, when we passed the Lands Commission Act 767, which is the law that brought together the land sector agencies under one umbrella, we made provision in that law for the Lands Commission to be able to establish district offices.
Okay.
So, for example, why is the Lands Commission not in a place like Kaswa having a district office in Amasaman, where they can collaborate effectively and more closely with the police and other law enforcement, national security? I mean, but if the Lands Commission is at 37 and the land is at Adan, Dodowa, they all have to come to Lands Commission at 37.
Yeah.
Ashaman, they have to come to 37 because there is an office in Tema, but they only do titling, small facility for land titling. So we need to do something to bring land services close to the people, so that at least you can walk to a Lands Commission office and complain that, look, I am on my land. Some people came there this morning. I have your documents registered by you. What can I do? But the man is talking about somewhere Fienya. Lands Commission is in 37. By the time you get a bus to 37 to come and complain, the people have laid some 200 blocks already.
And you join a long queue because others have also come to complain. That's actually the problem.
A long queue. So Lands Commission should take advantage of the law, which allows them to set up district offices and bring the service they render close to the people.
Okay.
Now,
yes, Kojo. I think Kojo is talking about 10 acres at Tichamante.
Kojo's land at Tichamante.
Yeah.
He would even have more complicated problems. Tichamante is Achimabuakwa land.
Okay.
Tichamante is Achimabuakwa land, which some years back part had been traded to settlers from the Chiripon areas, Anum and so on.
Okay.
So there is some tussle on ownership in that area between the Achims and the settlers. What I don't know is, did he get his land from the Achims or he got his land from the settlers? Because there is some contention between the settlers and the Achims as to the scope, the range of the rights that the settlers got, and whether the settlers can transfer lands without the consent of the Achimabokwas too.
Okay.
You know, because the contention is about the residual rights of the Achimabokwas too. And there is contention there. So maybe that's the reason his registration is not going through. Okay. Because that area is clean eastern region. It's not like around some areas around Ajen Kotoku where the boundary between eastern and Greater Accra in the land sector is not certain. So sometimes a piece of land is registered in the Greater Accra region by Winston, and then I will go quickly and register the same piece of land at Koforidua. I mean, but Tichamante is way off the conflict zone.
Okay.
But maybe he's been affected by the fight between the Achims and the settlers relating to the residual rights of the Achims and that one. Nana Adwoa is talking about Ayi-Mensah. See, the lands on the foothills of the Akwapim, the mountains, coming Ayi-Mensah, Frafraha, there is some turbulence in that area. You know, when I was talking about the peri-urban, that's a typical peri-urban interface. Because that's actually the link, the interface between the Accra and the Kwapims. Because for us, the Kwapim is quite serene neighborhood, not so.
Yeah, it is.
Now, so you see the Ayi-Mensah thing now trying to push to the Beduase, the hill, before Kitase.
Yes.
So that's a typical peri-urban. So if you want to conduct studies about landguards, you know that belt is a conducive study area for you. So all the things we are talking about, you encounter in that area. You know, in her particular situation, I would strongly recommend to her to petition the IGP.
Okay.
You see, unfortunately, that is what has happened. Where you are having issues with the police hierarchy, so you are having issues in Accra. There is the Greater Accra Regional Commander. He's called Dr. Drisu or something. He's a very nice chap. So I will recommend, because of what I know about his caliber, Nana Adwoa should go to the Regional Commander, Greater Accra.
Okay.
And talk to him. He's a gentleman. He knows what to do. He has handled some 2-3 matters for me. And I know what he is capable of. So he should go and talk to the Greater Accra Regional Commander. Because under normal circumstances, the men should not have been moving from the Greater Accra Command all the way to... Because Ayi-Mensah, there is Ayi-Mensah Police Station.
Yeah, there is.
Right there.
Yes, I've seen
and
it.
they are under Adenta Division.
Yeah.
You know, it means that the chain has gotten loosened up. The chain has gotten loosened up. And you know, that's part of the problem with law enforcement. There is Ayi-Mensah. There is a police station right there, opposite the nice estate.
Yeah.
I think now it's not even a district command.
I should think so.
And it should be under Adenta. Because I know that Abokobi, they are all under Adenta in terms of police command. So if there is a divisional commander in Adenta, why are people coming to support a land guard from the region?
I see. So Nanaja, you have
know,
to go
and
to
maybe one of the things the IGP should do, apart from putting the names of police people and we see in their ranks, there should be a part of their uniform that should indicate which part of the service they are coming from. If you are from Accra region, there should be some insignia who say that this man is coming from Accra region.
Okay.
Because sometimes police would come to you or your client and you see that they have no jurisdiction whatsoever in that area. And they are purporting to exercise police powers in that area without showing you the warrant. Why are you coming all the way from regional to Ayi-Mensah? There should be some explanation.
Okay. How about Daniel? Daniel's case, he's more of a proffering a solution.
Daniel's solution, and I noted here that I agree with him. He is talking about the imprudence of land purchasers.
Yeah.
If you act as a prudent purchaser, you may avoid some of the pitfalls that we are all talking about. So I think Daniel is right. As for Kobina, you have already answered him.
Yeah.
The man on the Botiano shooting.
Okay. When we return after these messages, we'll pick our next batch of questions. 5 on 0302 216 and then 055 1111 997. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Anytime is a good time to have a break. Introducing Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's perfect for break times, party times, movie times, and snack times. Savor the moment. Enjoy Munchie Anytime Crackers anytime. Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's light and tasty.
This outfit is FDA approved.
My people, Philadelphia. Our very own Adansi Travels is 10 years old. Wow. I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10-day thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flight, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It's a vibe. The 10th anniversary. Don't be a part of this.
You can pay a minimum of $500 to book your seat and pay the rest till 15th July. Contact Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 055 631 0404 to book your spot now. Adansi Travels, feel life's beauty.
Say Lonat, 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 Lonat. Hey, Lonat, 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 Lonat. Lonat, Lonat. Young Cotton, Lonat, Lonat, Lonat. Malaria, Surot, Lonat.
Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D Lonat now. Wonto malaria chill. Wo popo. What mean the day? I want the Lonat. Lonat. Adabako. Lonat. Adamienu. Lonat. Adamiensa. Lonat. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumojam ansa na wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. You can also join us on 0302-216-541 and then 055-1111-997. Our phone lines have been activated. Let's get back onto the phone lines. Ross from North Legon. Ross, good morning.
And good morning to your cherished listeners.
Great.
And to my very own lecturer, Mr. Kwame Jan.
We are going through lectures this morning. Continue, Ross.
Well, I have a little situation at hand that I want my professor to clarify.
Okay.
I mean, being a lawyer, once you have your professor online, once a teacher, always a teacher. So let the master, I want the master to clarify something.
I'm privileged.
I have a challenge with the Lands Commission. I commenced registration for my property around Pantine. And then after almost a year, the Lands Commission wrote to me, requesting that they wanted to issue a provisional land title certificate. And their reason was that someone had previously in the past registered the land. But this land is the subject of, a Supreme Court judgment. So I then got back to them because I noticed they intended to treat me as an adverse possessor. And that after 12 years, they'll issue a substantive land certificate. So I said, no, I cannot accept, a provisional land title certificate. And then be on a property that anyone can come claiming ownership in, no time. So I then wrote to the Lands Commission and stated that once it is the subject of a Supreme Court judgment, I think that its action amounts to contempt of court and that, they should strictly adhere to the orders of the Supreme Court. And it's been several months since I wrote the response, and the Lands Commission has not replied. So I just wanted to clarify from my very own professor if I am on track. And
okay. Let me deal with his matter first.
Okay.
And then we can go to the others. Because his is a very technical. You see, Leonard.
Yes, my.
What from what you have just said, what you should do is the persons that won the judgment
okay,
should have rather first sent the judgment undercover letter to the Lands Commission and request the Lands Commission to lapse all other entries in their records that are conflicting with the judgment.
Okay.
If you get the Lands Commission to lapse all the existing records, their system would be clean. Then they can put yours on it.
Okay.
The reason they are not giving you a final certificate, but rather want to give you a provisional certificate, is that they are going on the assumption that there's a conflict in the area.
Okay.
So you need to get them to get a clean slate. And the way you can get them in, because they were not a party to your judgment. If you just give them the judgment to plot, they will plot the judgment over the other entries. But you have to bring an action for the Lands Commission to lapse the existing records.
Okay.
They should expunge the conflicting records from their system to give way to yours to go in. Otherwise, you're going to be hanging around for the rest of your life.
Okay. All right.
Because without a court record, a court order, the Lands Commission will not make changes in the records. They will not.
Okay.
They will just plot your judgment on top of what they have.
Okay. That is understood.
Thank you. Have a good day, Leonard. Have
All
a
right,
good day.
sir.
Great, Ross. Thank you very much. Let's go to Tema. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. Good morning to your listeners, and I'll say kudos to Lawyer Kwame Jan for the good job he's doing for some of us who don't have the opportunities. Now, my question is, lawyer, now using the Kasua case as a reference where the police can't even move on to certain land guards because of their relationship or as to whether they're afraid of them and all that, what advice, or what recommendations would you give to find a solution to some of these things? Because there will still be albatross hanging around our necks, because they are just as the Kasua people have that langa terrorizing them. When you go to the Dowenya side, there's this Makoko figure terrorizing people. When you go to East Legon, there's this other people. So these things will keep hanging around. What is the solution? All right. If even if you don't have to put it on air, you can advise the police since you are close to some of them. And then on the other hand, my other worry is that we have just a few of you guys, like Lawyer Kwame Jan in the system. Okay, some of us would wish we get your services, but Charlie, you guys are very expensive. We can't afford you. So what do we do so you can help us? Because I cry whenever I hear land issues and all that, because I've lost 12 plots in 3 years to some of these. And then Winston, please beg your producers to extend this show. If not, let's get a continuation. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ken, thank you very much. My producer is just in the studio with me, so he will take that decision and let me know. I'm sure by the end of the show we'll know whether we can extend it or not. But you can also join us on 0302 216 541 and then 055 1111997. The phone lines have been activated, and so you can join us. We'll get back to the phone lines shortly. Let me just tell you that there's good news for small to medium scale business owners, because with SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication, and the service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS data, and business content all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 to stay connected everywhere you go. Rose from Bubuashi, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, Rose.
Yes, please. I have my land around Plekuma, around Peace Valley.
You have your land
all
around?
my documents, everything. But whenever I go on the land to do something, these land guards come and tell me that the lands are belonging to them, so I should pay money, 1,000 cities, 1,005 every time. So it's confusing me. And I have my papers, everything, and they were telling me that the land belongs to them. It's for them. So if I call police, it's for nothing. If I report them, it's for nothing. So I should continue paying the money. Every time I go to do a work, now I want to face my defense work. They are telling me that I should pay about 3,000 because they allow me to use the grant. The grant belongs to them.
All right, Rose, that'll be addressed. Ajwa is at airport. Ajwa, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I called earlier on, so listening to what I don't know whether the Professor Kwame said. My lawyers did write to the petition, the IGP, and they written back, so they are trying to work on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ajwa. So something is being done there. Thank you very much.
Once it gets to him, the IGU get people to work.
You get people to work. Okay, let's go to Kumasi. Nana Bonsu is listening to us on Love FM. Nana Bonsu, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fine, Nana Bonsu. How about you?
By grace, I'm doing well.
Great. Nana Bonsu, yes.
I wanted to find out a certain perspective from a senior.
Sure.
You know, while he was talking, he said, where there are no local plans, the Lands Commission should not register, or they have the authority to say will not register.
Yeah.
Now, the perspective I want him to bring to the discussion is that if you look at also the Section 81, it speaks about the kind of interests that are registrable. And so, for instance, you may have a usufructory interest or customary law freehold interest, which by law are registrable. Now, somebody having a customary law freehold interest will not be, there ought not to be a local plan before you can have that right. It's a right that you have. And so if the law says you can register that right, can the Lands Commission say it will not allow you to register because there is no local plan? It's a right you have already. Maybe you may have had it from land from your ancestors and so on. So it's a right you have already. Now the law says you can register it. Should there be a local plan before you register it? I just want the senior to bring his perspective on that.
Okay, senior will do that for you. Let's make our final caller for now, and then we get Lawyer Kwame Jan to address the next round of issues. Kwabla is in Accra. Good morning, Kwabla.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, Kwabla.
Yes, good morning. I want to ask the lawyer that if you are a poor man with having your
Can you kindly speak up, Kwabla, so we can hear you?
Yes, I'm saying that I have a plot. And on my adjoining land is one rich man who has one plot. And he has built on his one plot and fenced it. Now he doesn't have anywhere to put his sewage. And so the only gap between us is the rough road. And he has dug a manhole in an attempt to do his sewage.
Your call has been put on.
Okay, Kwabla, we'll see. We'll see if we can...
So, let's go to Nana Bonsu.
Yes.
Nana Bonsu has introduced two terminologies that have to be explained. He says a customary law freehold or a usufruct. A usufruct is coming from the word usus fructus. And it's that interest in land which a member of a family that owns land can have, or a subject of a stew or a clan that owns the land must have. So what he is asking me is, if I am from Edriso and the land belongs to the Edriso stew, and because of that I have a plot because I am a subject of the Edriso stew, should I also be compelled to get a place that has local plans before I'll be registered? I will say yes. But the Edriso stew itself can register its land without a local plan.
Okay.
Because it is the Edriso stew that has the allodial title. You see, the Edriso stew's title is paramount. So the Edriso stew will register. But if there are no local plans, the law says it should still be registered. So the big landowners will be registered without local plans. But the subdivisions of the big ones would have to comply with local plans. So as you come down, then the requirement of compliance with local plans
would hit you. Because once you start doing the subdivisions, you may end up developing the land. And it should be consistent with a scheme. Otherwise, you will continue in the same way that we have continued in this country, where we always develop before we come and plan.
Yeah.
And the cost of such planning is prohibitive. You see how many buildings we demolish before we make roads?
Yeah.
We should have built the roads before the buildings.
Exactly. I see. Now, Rose, talking about digging fee. And
Rose
yes.
in Ablekuma. This is what we anticipated in Section 12 of the Land Act. The people are extorting money from her, and it is a violation of Section 12. They are also preventing her from developing. It is a violation of Section 12. Now, the people told him something which the very first message said. According to her, the people said, if you call the police, it will come to nothing. Is it not consistent with what the very first message contained about the Akwasi Alaji thing, where the people said they are afraid, so they won't do anything?
Yeah.
Yes. This is one of the reasons why we are saying that we should have some reorientation of law enforcement.
And on this particular issue, somebody sent me a message this morning and said, let me just read it for you. It says, Winston, I have a parcel of land at a place called Bulasu, just behind MF Estate, Mataiko on the Temakosombo Road. I'm currently fencing the land. Last week when I started digging, my workmen were confronted by two gentlemen on a motorbike. And their mission was to collect digging fee or right of entry fee of 2,000 cedis. I was called on the phone and I spoke to a gentleman who introduced himself as 64.
He's called 64.
Yeah, he says his name is 64. And he works for my...
and that's what is on his Ghana card.
Not at all. I told him I will not pay because no law in this country allows them to collect digging fee after they have sold the land to me. The subsequent days will see these guys constantly go to my land to harass my workmen. I had to go to the land and personally face these guys. I told them I would take every step to protect my land, including losing my life together with them if they don't stop the constant harassment. I proceeded to report these facts to the police, who assured me they were going to deal with them, but the guys continued to harass me until they sensed I was not going to be a pushover, and they've stopped coming for now. They have not showed up since Monday. Apparently, that's their modus operandi, which is to sell land to you and unleash their thugs to collect digging fee. This act, if not stopped, can lead to bloodshed since not everyone will take this. I urge the police to act swiftly when cases like this are reported to them. And he indicates he actually went to his land with a pistol.
He went with a pistol.
Yes, to the land.
But he has enormous courage, which is in short supply. But that kind of demonstration of courage is also a recipe for chaos. Not so. So if he had gone there, like he went there, and these guys had AKs. But I'm surprised he said he was willing to lose his life plus DS. Could he do both?
No, it means whoever goes.
No, but not collectively. They are all going.
Oh, yes, of course.
But
so it's either he dies.
Most
or
of the time, it's the landowner who goes, not the land guards.
But on the land guard thing and the law allowing you to use force, one of your learned friends says it is arguable that there can be nothing in law called a land guard, because a person by law is allowed to protect his land even with force. Caretakers are also lawful agents. Please ask lawyer Kwame what the definition of land guard is.
The Land Act itself does not define a land guard.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the reason. Use force and violence on land and you become a land guard, for me, is problematic. Because what he's saying, Article 18 of the Constitution of Ghana guarantees your right to private property. That's the reason why Section 39 of Act 29 is saying that you can use force if you are the person in actual possession of the land. So mostly actual possession is consistent with ownership. So it means the landowner can use force on his own land He will not be a landguard.
But he's saying caretakers are also lawful agents.
But Section 39 does not make provision for agents and caretakers. Section 39 provides a justification for the use of force only for the person in actual possession.
Okay.
The person in actual possession. It may not be read expansively to include an agent.
Okay. We'll see. I'm sure this will come. But I think Ken had a question. He's asked the advice he gave to people who are being terrorized by Langa. He's talked about how he's lost,
he's lost
12 plots.
12 plots
in 3 years.
In 3 years.
Yes.
And for me, that's what we've been talking about over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
The level of impunity with which these people, the Moridin band, I describe them as organized criminals. The level of impunity that they are demonstrating is why somebody said he also used landguards before. So it means that if you have the funds, then you can bring a superior landguard group to protect your land.
Yeah.
But you know where that is going to lead us to?
Bloodshed.
Exactly. This is the reason we have to look at this matter now and try to deal with it. Because the man who has lost 12 plus in 3 years, he has lost his livelihoods.
Yeah.
And it's running through. Look, one of the things that we could do, one of the speakers was talking about what we should do.
Yeah.
The Lands Commission must set up a land intelligence gathering unit within the Lands Commission. You know what that unit should do?
No.
They should just profile. You know what they do about elections and election hotspots?
Yes.
They should do that for land. It will not be too complicated. They can get funding from Danida, World Bank, and get people with investigative background to just profile all the peri-urban areas around us. They should just start with the Greater Accra region and the Greater Kumasi region. Profile all the hotspots, map them out, including drone images of the location of, because you see, these landguards, they normally have a kingpin who, so if somebody is called Red at some point will not go to the bush anymore.
Yeah.
He's become the main man, and he has satellites or pockets of emissaries that go around and do the dirty work. It's not easy to start as a young landguard. So you normally have to develop your skills working in a syndicate controlled by the big man. So look for all the big men syndicates. One of the callers mentioned about 3 in Dowenya, and you remember?
Yes.
So the Lands Commission should just set up an intelligence unit and profile the hotspots. Then share this information with the IGP, because there is an anti-land guards unit in the police service.
Sure.
And there is the property fraud unit in the police service. I was one of the key people who trained the first batch of police people who were assigned to the property fraud unit. This was when Amponsan Siama and Co. were in the service. It's years back. So the police service should beef up the property fraud unit, and the Lands Commission's intelligence unit, plus what is the new name for BNI?
National Investigative Bureau.
NIB,
yes.
And National Security, working with Lands Commission's intelligence, police intelligence. I mean, all the system which should be brought to bear on this matter. If you collect names of Ghanaians and signatures and phone numbers of Ghanaians who have been negatively impacted by landguard activities, you would see the percentage of the population.
Wow.
Lawyer Kwame Jan, it's been interesting having you over the past 2 days for this all-important conversation. Like the people said, it's something would have to continue. I don't know when we'll bring this issue back. Producer would inform me. I'm sure when we finish, we'll discuss that also. But thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to all of you who also called, to actually share your experience and even share with us how you believe we can deal with this. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Someone smells great here. And fresh, my love. I wish I could stay in the shower all day.
I know, right? Nothing beats a bath with geisha soap. It smells so good, it lasts long, and it's enriched with natural ingredients that work wonders for my skin.
And it now comes with a fresh new look, giving us even more reasons to love our geisha bar.
New and improved geisha soap. Great new look, better fragrance, same natural ingredients, still all last time. This advert is FDA approved.
Be strong and last long.
Like geisha.
Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed.
Come the 24th of June 2023, the founder of the Charismatic Evangelistic Ministry, Reverend Dr. Steve Mensah, and a special guest of honor, Dr. Alhaji Mamadou Bawumia, Ghana's Vice President, will lead in the groundbreaking ceremony of the CEM Ability Village at Agotokopa in the Ningo Prampram district. The village, a charity project for persons living with disability, will have about 9,000 homes, a specialist hospital, schools, and a tech hub, among others. We invite local and international donor agencies and corporate institutions to donate towards the Ability Village. We also encourage everyone to contribute to a hashtag 10 for Ability campaign by donating 10 of any currency monthly. Donations can be sent to 0597 433 938 or dial *800 *404 hash and follow the prompt. For enquiries, please call 0550 788 788. This project is supported by Joy FM.
I am so glad you came.
Ojam, why you make quiet like that?
Oh, Charlie, I go do some POP, give somebody where the cornice is not fine, cry.
I always they tell you, see, for decorative roses and cornices, the solution be interface. Them have different imported cornices and roses in different designs and shapes. Installing them be so easy, and it go give your customer the finishing he wants.
Ojam, take me go interface right now before I lose this customer.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook Interface Limited GH. Instagram interface.limited.
Joe Metal Ministries presents Praise Reloaded on Sunday the 25th of June 2023, featuring Dunsino Yekan, Bethel Revival Choir, Edwin Datson and CC Chum. Time 5 p.m. Venue Oil Dome Accra. Rate 60 Ghana Cedis Standard, 100 Ghana Cedis Double and 150 Ghana Cedis VIP. Grab your tickets at Airport Shell, Bachuna Total, Osu Shell, Dansoman Shell, Tema Community Night Shell, J-Ray Shops, Nalem Shops, Hatcher Shell. Online tickets www.joemetalmusic.com. Ticket hotline 0553-989-887 or dial *725*5050 hash to purchase your tickets. Event ticketing powered by iPay. Sponsors DDP, Tang Palace, Total Family Health Organization, AIDS Protocol, Silicon House, Africa World Airlines, Green Line Jews, and Eagle Guard Security Solutions. Media partners Joy FM, Joy Entertainment. This event is powered by Reverb Studios.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in